just remember that you paid for this. Everyone who ever gifted a sub, whoever subbed to me, whoever did anything, you paid for this. This is all your fault. So I don't have a win-loss counter because we definitely should not have a win-loss counter. That'd be, that would be really bad. So we're not going to have a win-loss counter, but the stream cannot end until I get a win with Amoonguss EX. So the Foongus is Amoonguss. If you ever had a sub, if you got gifted a sub, if you paid for a sub, this is your fault. And also, that's the Budew that's going to be an Ascended Heroes. Remember, this does not reset the legality. So remember, you look at the Budew in the left, the bottom left, it has an H, so it does not reset the legality. So when I say reprint, that means the legality was reset. And when I say reissue, that's what I mean with Budew, is that it's reissued, but it's not reprinted. So that's one nice thing. No, there's no Venusaur build. We don't want to make the deck worse. So let's get that out of there. All right, so I have, if for some reason we're able to get through Among Us, I have Ambipom, I have Gliscor, I have Weavile, and Flygon. So today is just all about bad decks. How much for a win counter? Well, I mean, it'd be a loss counter. I mean, if you want to have a win-loss count, no, Cinderace EX, no. I mean, if somebody wants to gift 2 subs, I'll put the win-loss counter up, but I don't know why you'd want to pay for that. So, yeah, this is the day you've all been waiting for. Never Gonna Let Me Down has been waiting for this for a long time. What's a good deck to climb with? Well, you never know. What if I win all my games today with this deck? This could be a good deck to climb with. Alakazam, though, all the way. Alakazam all the way. What do you mean I scammed you? We're not playing Cinderace EX. Cinderace EX is too good. This is only terrible decks. We can't play semi-viable decks. We can't play decks that give me a semi. All right, so we're gonna start. Oh, I was gonna say we're gonna start the moral lull. No Name Gaming. Oh, we're playing Among Us. We're playing the meme deck that everyone's been begging for me to play, and then, oh, what's the meme deck going to be next year? Okay. Dr. Arceus? I mean, you watched the video. Yeah, it's going to be great. Okay, so I don't even think I can knock out a Crustle unless I can attack with this guy, but even then it's going to be almost impossible. So, I mean, we could be okay. I mean, this is not going to be... Oh, my God. All right, well, you're obviously getting an energy. And then I go end turn. So, yeah, I decided to put in Harlequin, and Lucian is in a different one. Snorlax EX. Yeah, like I was so a really big simp viewer, just a huge simp for Trust Your Pilot, snuck into my DMs and asked me, hey, are you doing the EX challenge next year? And also, this is potentially the worst matchup possible for this deck because they have a ton of Switch cards. So, yeah, I just had a huge simp slide into my DMs, and they asked me if I'm doing the EX challenge. Probably not. No, this is like literally the worst matchup I could possibly ever imagine in the history of the universe. Because they're going to have a bunch of Jet Energies and a bunch of Switches. No, because there's nothing special. What is special about the EXs? There's nothing special. Yeah, there's nothing special about them. They're just really stupid boring. It can always be worse. It can always be worse. All right, so let's go. Yeah, I guess I want to get Morolol and Foongus. So yeah, this is already a loss. I can tell you right now, this is going to be a loss. There's absolutely no shot I have to win. Unless this is an Among Us EX, it's not. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I guess I switch into this guy and end turn. Yeah, don't I have to play like 3 different Lucario EXs? So I'll show you all the EXs. Yeah, Sprigatito EX does 100 damage maximum for 3 energy. Squawkabilly EX does 20 damage and nothing else. Oh my goodness. They just have everything. Yeah, 80. Yeah, there's 80 and none of them are good. Okay, I don't know why I didn't send up the Morolul, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I know why I didn't. It's because it doesn't matter. Because they're going to have a bajillion different thingy things. They're going to have literally all of the thingy things. Yeah, I was going to say, just so you know, I do play Forest of Vitality in this deck. I know it might not seem like it, but I do play Forest of Vitality. All right, so let's go for this guy, and let's put him in the active and make him feel special. There you go. We got an Among Us in the active. Isn't that great? Here you go. I'll even make it a big screen. So Spore Ball, put him to sleep. So you give him the old Hot Cosby, and then Champignon Swing. I'm guessing that's French for mushroom. Because papillon is French for butterfly. Papillon. Yeah, so it looks like that's just French for mushroom. Wow, really, really great. And CJ, yes, that's why the stream can't end until I get a win with it. It's because it sucks so hard. Ah, man. Wait, why do they play Psychic Energy? All right. Well, okay, to be fair, this is the worst list. Yeah, you mean the Lucario that sucks is bad and the Squawk, like I'd have to win with Squawkabilly and there's no way I can win with Squawkabilly? All right. Well, I mean, if I can trap them or something, if I can just trap them in the active, that'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it? If I can just keep them trapped, because it's not like they have 100 switch cards in there or anything. So let's Iono. Okay, I do play the things. Like, it's hard to believe, but yes, I do play Bayleaf and Meganium in here. There's a Bayleaf. Do we also get the Meganium? Not that it actually matters, because I kind of need to put them to sleep. No, it's not. No sane person would do that, okay? There's no logical reason to do an EX challenge. No, there's going to be, well, I mean, there's going to be a video on the VOD channel. So I guess that's a Tails, right? But I mean, I think we just want to do it for Champignon Swing, because if I do it for sleep, that's good. So like, do I do the coin flip and like, or do I like do good and bad? So how about instead of heads and tails, I do good and bad? Would that make more sense? Instead of heads, tails, it's good / bad. Because I'm down bad. And Super Smash Card, I mean, yeah, if I ever run out of ideas. We're off to a rip-roaring start here. Yeah, I mean, there might be like a viewer, but I've done that in the past and nobody submitted anything good. So it's like, yeah, I've done something like that in the past, but like people just don't give me anything. And it's like I've done streams where I'll be like, oh, I'll give you 100 packs if you beat me off, and people won't do it. It's just a meme. That's it. It's just a meme. That's it. That's the only reason, Lena, is it's just a meme. Well, no, like I've done that, right? Walking Plane, I've done that in the past where it's like, hey, if you beat me off, I'll give you a bunch of free stuff, and then nobody battles me, and it's like, well, did you get stage fright? Because that happens sometimes. All right, we got that guy there, and then Night Stretcher for an energy. And there we go. And then boom, we knock out the Crustle. And Cult of Wrath. Oh no, this is the bad version. This is just the straight Among Us to show you how bad it is. And then I'll play the Froslass build that I have. So, and then the first prize we took with an Among Us is the wrong Among Us. Well, there's a playable version. Yeah, I mean, I did just knock out a Crustle. Wait, what? Why does that... Wait, they're playing... What? They're playing the old Boundaries Cross Charon? Our opponent might be a psychopath. Okay, so I think the only way that I win is if I put them to sleep twice. I have to put them to sleep twice with Spore Ball. Or I guess just once. I have to put them to sleep once with Spore Ball. And then Champignon swing for a knockout, and then do that like 3 more times somehow. What could possibly go wrong? All right, well, let's draw cards. I'm sure this won't suck at all. Okay, hang on. I mean, I don't think it matters. Shiny, you have the first and last time. Yeah, I was like, I thought something about that card looked a bit weird. Like, that's not Charon's Care. Charon's Care is not in the thing. No, all the rival cards are draw 3. So Pneumonia's draw 3, Hop is draw 3, Urbane is going to be draw 3. I would imagine Tawny will be. I imagine Tawny will just be another draw 3 unless they give Tawny her own card and just Urbane gets stuck with the draw 3. Are their balls? What color are their balls? We have yet to see what color their balls are, but they do have the old energy retrieval from. That's not Steam Siege. That's. Why is it dipping so low? Was this Christina Milian that we're facing off against? Is it dipping low? That is Ancient Oranges. That's Ancient Oranges, right? That symbol? Yeah, see, Shiny Ray. I knew it, Shiny Ray. See? I'm a freaking genius. Merciless Gohan, no, you're not a degenerate like the rest of us. You're actually well adjusted. You know, you got to get on our level here. All right, if we flip heads, we win the game. Awesome. So yeah, I'll just do it for Champignon's swing. We won't do it for anything else. Okay. So, wait, they're going to make me bust? Because I'm all crusty? Zerosix Machinations. All right, don't really care about that. That's whatever. Zerosix at this point of the game doesn't really matter because, you know, I'm going to whip my deck out before you do. Okay, well, here we go. So we put them to sleep with Calming Light. The problem is that I have to take the knockout with the Shiinotic, but as soon as I take the knockout with the Shiinotic, they're going to win. Shiny, we're playing Among Us. Someone's going to lose to this deck today, and they're never going to be able to live it down. But if I was playing the Froslass build, we would have won already. So I'll play one more with this terrible, terrible build that is the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. And Dr. Arceus, yeah, I mean, you gotta get those 4K feet videos, right? Can't sacrifice the quality on the feet videos. You don't need to see PTCGL in 1080p. That's dumb. Lena, it would destroy you. All right. Well, I mean, I think I still have like Prime Catcher and bosses and stuff. Yeah, I still have Prime Catcher and bosses, so I guess I just wait. Right? We just wait. I mean, I can play with my rod twice. Yeah, I have Prime Catcher and bosses. No, Lena, no. Bad Lena. No, we have to beat random strangers off. So, I mean, they currently don't have anything. You'd think they'd have a million Switch cards in the deck, but we've only seen 2. We haven't seen any Jet Energy. Still have no idea what the Psychic Energy is for. It's going to be Charizard. Well, we have to flip heads. So it's not like, oh yeah, I just automatically knock out a Zard. We have to flip heads on this thing, and that's not a guarantee. So I guess I should knock out the Yanmega. I think Yanmega is the one who we should go for. Oh my goodness. Are you freaking kidding me, PTCGL? Never gonna let me down? Clearly I did not. It is beyond me. You know how the Balrog is beyond the Fellowship? Yeah, that the dual streaming is beyond me. You know, oh my god, another Charon. Like, I'm sure I could figure it out if I really, really tried, but, you know, I'd rather just do, like, an exclusive one. Right, I'd rather just do, like, a YouTube exclusive stream next year, like, in January or something. 15 on Twitch, 245 on YouTube. Well, yeah, I mean, you look at my follower count versus my sub count, right? My sub count is, what, 4 times? So we go bosses hors d'oeuvres. We still have to flip heads, but we can go calming light. So yeah, I think my sub count on YouTube is like 4 times the amount of Twitch. So, you know, it could be a situation where I'm just like, okay, well, what I'll do is I'll... Oh my god. Okay, can they at least flip tails on the sleep? Yay! I mean, they're gonna have a Switch card, but whatever. So, yeah, I guess I'll write it down, you know, either learn how to... I'll write it down. Either learn how to do a dual stream, idiot, or do a YouTube exclusive stream. Lena, I actually make more money from the YouTube video. So from a 40-minute YouTube video, I make more than I would make in a 3-hour stream. And Super Smash Kart, well, there you go. So maybe I have to learn. But no, I don't know. I think a Twitch live stream pays more simply because people, like, they're more inclined to give you money. I think that's the only reason. It's like they're just more inclined to give you money. Right, because on YouTube, they'll have, you know, premium, and I think premium removes the ads. It's like if you're a member, then you get chat stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, I think, and Alicia, El Diablo, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. You know, I will definitely not be abandoning the Twitch viewers. You know, you've got brain damage you deserve, and they win. But look at how close we were to winning. This is sad. We were so close to actually... Oh, and then you have the bosses. We were surprisingly close to winning. Actually, wait, no, they don't. I don't think they have it. Wait, do they not have it? Okay, hang on. I can actually win this game. Are they throwing? Because that's... Wait, no, is that 210? Wait, no, that's 210. That's 210, right? That's 60, 90, 120. No, it's 180. They don't got it. Okay, but they have a switch? Okay. I can't win already. You can't beat someone off. And now they're out of energy. And now I can just put them to sleep. All right, so what I have to do is... Yeah, we have to put Shaman down. I have to put Celebi into play. And then we go 1, 2, 3. And we have to hope that we get... Actually, I think I have to play with my rod again. I think I have to play with my rod one more time. And then we Lillie's Determination. And then we got it. Because, you know, I can't trust PTCGL, obviously. So let's go Retreat. And then we go into the Shiinotic, because Shiinotic doesn't suck. Because Shiinotic does not suck. Okay, well, maybe we should have attacked. But I needed to put them to sleep and do a bit of damage. So we still can't win next turn, which is pathetic. We can't... Well, we... Oh, and they got the Yanmega. All right, so I should have just used Spore Ball. Unless they're just completely out of it. Right? I mean, they could just be out of energy. There's no way they have any energy left. Yeah, they have no energy left. I can boss for game next turn. Oh, yeah, on the Crustle. Oh, my God. Oh, this is... You just lost to an Among Us deck. Well, basically, it was a Shiinotic deck. But... we just won the game. And then of course, look at that. We won our first game. And it was against an actual deck, which is even crazier. And we never played with Harlequin. Yeah, I think Crespo, I think you need to uninstall the game. You can't, there's no coming back from that one. There's no coming back from that one. I'll play one more. What? There's no one, apparently there's no one else in casual. How do we load up against the same opponent in casual? That's pathetic. All right, well, if we're gonna roll up against them again, let's see if we can make it a real mess. Let's really mess with them. See if we can queue up with them again. But no, the PTCGL dev literally says, if you play in casual, if you're a new player, you should go to casual. Gazer Beam, it is. They literally say that. You know, you wouldn't believe, because I did a little bit of testing just to, you know, make sure the deck at least worked. I think I faced back-to-back fully blinged out Gardevoir decks in casual. So back-to-back fully blinged out Gardevoir decks in casual. Which is great. And nobody's allowed to gift Gazer Beam a sub. Gazer Beam does not get a happy Christmas. Doesn't deserve it. Okay, so, and look at this. We're going to be facing towards deck in casual, fully blinged out. They got Mist Energy, which doesn't really matter. I just can't put them to sleep. So that's that's a little annoying, but I can't put them to whatever. Press 1 for Lucian, press 2 for Lilies, plus 3 for Iono. So 1 for Lucian, 2 for Lilies, 3 for Iono. So we want heads, they want tails. So we want to see heads here, and then we want to see tails there. And then it's the absolute greatest card ever printed if that happens. Give me tails, give me tails. Oh, I gave him heads. All right, well, let's go Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Let's get Budew, Foongus. Because I want to keep what I'm playing a secret from them. I don't want them to know what I'm playing. Well, this version doesn't have Shiinotic. This is the Froslass build. Oh, we just farted all over him. You know, the Shiinotic was in the quote-unquote bad build that won us our first game. I love how just the PTCGL dev couldn't take the time to make sure the fart effect only affects their cards in their hand. And they're just like, we'll just put it across the entire side of their field. The entire side of their field just gets it. Who cares? Who gives a crap? Just the entire side of their field. Uh-oh. Stinky. Ha ha ha. Poopy. All right, there you go. There's your Christmas gift. All right, we might end up losing this game because I can't put them to sleep. So it's like watch it, you know, it's the opposite of watching one of Gazer Beam's streams. Get it? Because it puts you to sleep. All right, well, I think at this point it's just Lillie's time. And then if I can apparently just never ever find anything. Apparently if I can just never get anything, then we're golden. Yeah, they did it just for Budew. I can show you the patch notes of why they're doing this. I mean, the why they're doing this still doesn't really make any sense, especially since they said it's for the Budew year. So they were supposed to add this for January 1st. Right? Look at that. Added content for the Budew year campaign starting January 1st. New visual effects starting January. Oh my God. Chill, bro. Chill. So again, starting January 1st. No, we started it now, but there's going to be new Budew catchphrases and crap and useless stuff. All right, but we can still win. Yeah, I think Budew died like 100 times over there. Fun fact, we can't do anything this turn. Fun fact, we have nothing we can do this turn. So this should have definitely been a win. It's just that PTCGL hates me, and I use Lucian. So Lucian puts the cards on the bottom of your deck. No, I want to save Counter Catcher because they probably have a switch or they have a Latias EX. Ooh, okay, that's good. Good. See, that's why I want to bring up something like Bouffalant or something. Right? You don't when you know it's the Fart of War by Sun Tzu. When your opponent's making a mistake. Are you kidding me with the stupid double mist energy? Who the hell's playing a double mist energy in this day and age? You know, as Sun Tzu says, if your opponent is showing you their feet, don't interrupt them. And then they wouldn't even have knocked out the Amoonguss. Are you kidding me? Okay, can I please get the thingy thing? Can I please get a playable card? I know we put all the supporters on the bottom because I wanted to do the funny thing. I should have used Lilies. That's okay. Awesome. Now we're in it. Now we're gonna win. All right. Well, I guess I give them the Snorunt, and then next turn I think I'll have to like get the Bouffalant up here or something. Dr. Arceus, you're pretty demanding for someone who isn't subbed. You know, if you're not subbed and you try to ask me to do something, Clan Burglar, I am wearing pants. It's Canada. It's 2 days before Christmas in Canada. What the hell do you think I'm doing? Of course I'm wearing pants. You know, I got, you know, I'm not beating off my mushroom right now. So Quantit? Yeah, I wish. All right, so there's an air balloon. So I guess I just have to bring up the Mega Kangaskhan, or... Yeah, I guess just the Kangaskhan on the bench, I think, has to come up here. No! God! Alright, well, as long as they don't get a Darkness Energy, we should be okay. That's your cue. That's your cue to, yep, they got it. They got it. Alright, well, let's just concede, because we know we're not going to get it now. We know the game's over. Man. Alright, this is going to be the game, because you'll notice that Trust Your Pilot put 11 draw supporters in the deck, plus a Fennel. Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at the Fennel. Okay, there's a Fennel. Don't laugh at it. Okay, I know there's a Fennel, but you're not allowed to laugh. Thank you, Quan. Hey, at least you paid to laugh at me, right? You definitely paid for a sub. So yeah, what is it? So what's happening? So January 1st, get a new music track, new battle board. Yeah, it's just like they gave us the visual effect for Itchy Pollen before they gave us the new battle board. And like they can't even communicate what they're doing properly. That is TCG Live in a nutshell. It's like, what's the state of TCG Live in 2026? Well, they started the Budew campaign 2 weeks early, even though they said it would start on January 1st. It started 2 weeks early because they don't even, the communication inside the Pokemon Company International is non-existent. Oh, this is a free win. Dr. Arceus, because it's the best card in Standard. Yeah, we definitely asked for fart effects. All right, well, we don't want the Cleffa, so I guess I just play with my balls. We go and get a Foongus. Oh, are you freaking... This is an auto win if we have 2 Snorunt. This is literally an auto win as long as we have 2 Snorunt in the deck. Out of 3. So how many do you think we prized? Oh, what's that? All of them? Except for 1? Yeah, of course. Oh my god. All right, so... I mean, I can put them to sleep, but I think shutting off their items makes more sense. Because there's no way they just have it like that. And, you know, I don't care about Lucian. And Ethan's Pichu, it's such a lie, though, right? Ethan's Pichu is just such a lie. You think it's good. 30 damage and draw a card. How can that be bad? And then it's like, well, it's because Budew's just better. And you'll also notice that my opponent just had the Dipplin and the Thwacky in their hand like that. What the hell? So if I'd put them to sleep, that would have been really good for us. Oh, I know. It does 30 damage and draws you a card, but, and this is a big but, is you're kind of screwed. Because it's like, it kills Budew, but what if they don't have a Budew and they have a Munkidori? Right? You know, Budew at least buys you a turn, but if you're not facing a Budew deck and you're facing a Munkidori deck, then you're screwed. And Never Gonna Let Me Down explains it perfectly, because the upside of Budew is you shut off their items. The downside of Ethan's Pichu is if they don't have a Budew, you're doing 30 damage and drawing a card, and they can just, you know, take a free prize with a Munkidori. You know, what if you're facing Gardevoir? What if you're facing Kangaskhan? Because literally any deck that doesn't have... Oh my god. Literally any deck you're losing to, essentially. All right, well, this guy's getting knocked out, so I guess I just go for Champignon Swing on the Dipplin, because they don't have another festival leader. All right, I mean, yeah, just taking the knockout's my like only course of action here. Not chlamydia, not when you prize 2 of your Snorunt. Oh my god, Accompanying Flute's the worst card ever printed. Like, obviously, if I knew for a certainty that they were not gonna wake up, okay, again, doesn't matter that it happened now, then maybe I put them to sleep because they probably don't have, like, I mean, they might waste a Switch card or something, but even then, I think it's not worth it. Oh my god! Alright, they probably have a Diplin in their hand or something. I do, believe it or not, I have a Munkidori in this deck. I know it's hard to believe based on what you're seeing with your eyes. God, you know, if the Festival Grounds deck had, you know, the turn 2 Diplin Thwacky every time and then just had the Diplin in their hand every time after an Applin got knocked out, it'd be a lot better. If it just always had what it needed, it'd be a lot better. Oh, and Shiny Ray, if you're here, I have begun prepping for the expanded stream that'll be like on the 1st or 2nd of January. I don't need any lists. So maybe I'll do like a second stream of like, you know, how is expanded and then what are the best decks in expanded. But for that first stream, I don't need anything because I already have enough, like I already have enough decks. No, I have to fulfill my obligation, okay? Oh, what the hell is this hand? I have 11 draw supporters. I have 10 draw supporters in deck. Literally 10 draw supporters. And they just need a Brave Bangle and they knock out my Amoonguss, but I don't think they would need to have one of the pieces in their hand. And I don't think they have one of the pieces in their hand. Yeah, quit complaining. You have Fennel. You get to heal 40 damage from each of your Pokemon. And Incineroaring, that doesn't work in Expanded anymore, unfortunately. It's the Raichu deck that I have. Oh yeah, Pokepad. Hey, I'm 2-1 with Amoonguss. I'm 2-1 with Amoonguss. Can you believe it? And we even prized 2 Snorunt. Bloodthirsty Fox. Okay. Yeah, Pokepad. So we just have to wait and see. It's not confirmed that Pokepad will be in Ascended Heroes. I hope it is. Let me see if I can get it up here, because Pokemon Proxies did do the proxy for it, which is really nice. Bliss EV is in Expanded. There's a lot of things in Expanded. All right, so Pokemon Proxies. Pokemon Proxies, amazing site. Everyone should, that's where I get all my proxies from. And yeah, that actually might happen, which is kind of sad. All right, so let's get Pokepad. So again, we don't know how things are going to change, but it's likely. There's a good chance that Pokepad will be in Ascended Heroes. Is that a Minchino in 2025? Is that a Minchino? And this is by far the best card in the start decks in Japan. Like, you're probably wondering, oh, is Mega Meganium good? Is Mega Feraligatr good? What the hell? Are they just playing a Larimar Rain deck? Is that all they got? They're just going for Larimar Rain? But oh my god, why is everyone playing Mist Energy? Everyone is playing Mist Energy today. What the hell? Okay, yeah, we'll go for this, and I guess the Budew. All right, let's get double Foongus, I guess, and then Counter Gain on you, Iono. So yeah, this is by far the most impactful card from the start decks. We just don't know exactly how it's going to play out. All right, so switch into Budew, attach to this guy, shut off their items, and clap their cheeks. Chlamydia. Oh no, we already know. We already know we're getting a ton of J block cards in Ascended Heroes. Like the like I can show you. Like Mega Meganium. Look at that. There's a J in the bottom left. This is the English Mega Meganium card. Yeah, you gotta watch Trust Your Pilot's videos, Chlamydia. You gotta watch Trust Your Pilot. I detail all these things, but you look at Mega Meganium, it's ASC number 10 out of 217, J block right there. Wait, are they seriously about to Larimar rain me? Right, already? Are they about to? No, they can't. They can't. Unless they attach and then use Sparkling Crystal. And Chlamydia, thank you. I always like it when you give me something good. I always like it when you pass something on to me. Why are they using Larimar Rain with no one good in play? Is it just... What is this in Chino? Wait, what? I don't think... Oh, it's special energy. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that Larimar Rain was any type of energy. That's cool. I mean, they're still going to lose, but that's cool, I guess. All right, so that goes there. And Ragin' Cajun, this is a terrible time for you to watch your first Trust Your Pilot stream because I'm playing Among Us. This is the worst possible time you could have shown up to a Trust Your Pilot stream, but I appreciate you coming all the same. I really enjoy watching new people come. It really brightens my day. But yeah, so we're sort of waiting because they're trickling down. It's like the economics in the United States. They're trickling down new cards like every day. So what was the new one that was the other day? Azumarill and a couple other things. So like Azumarill was just confirmed for Ascended Heroes, but we don't know about Pokepad. We don't know about Miraidon. There's a lot of things we don't know about. So it's just every week they'll announce new cards for Ascended Heroes until one of the French players ends up opening it, and then I'll copy and paste their list, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I want to, we'll do that. I think I want a Night Stretcher the Snorunt back, and yeah, that's the thing. I remember when Clamburglar posted all that stuff on, when Clamburglar posted that stuff on the subreddit, and people were like, who's Trust Your Pilot? I'm like, if you've ever watched a video on YouTube about Pokemon TCG Live, you know who Trust Your Pilot is. That's just facts. That's straight facts. All right, Champignon Swing. Let's do 100 damage and regret everything. Oh my god, we literally did 100 damage. There's a French YouTuber who gets product like a month early. I don't know how. It's going to definitely change with Ascended Heroes because special sets don't have pre-releases, so product isn't available like a month ahead of time. So for special sets, it's definitely going to be a little bit different. Okay, so not only are we facing a deck with one Mist Energy, we're facing a deck with all the Mist Energy. And yeah, you can go, oh my god, how are they getting boss's orders every single freaking turn? I think every game today, my opponent has had boss's orders every single game, which is crazy. Yeah, they play 4 Mist Energy and 4 bosses. I have no chancey. All right, so Snorunt, and then we're going to flip tails, and they're going to flip heads. Okay, and then what do I do? Because I can't put them to... Oh, yeah, we flip tails. Can they at least flip tails, please? Can they flip tails? Nope. I told you, we're going to flip tails, they're going to flip heads. All right, well, we don't want the Luminous because we want to save the Luminous for a Munkidori if I can find one. And then, of course, we flip heads on Champignon Swing when we don't need to. So I don't think there's any way that I can win simply because the Cinccino don't have abilities. Like, they're 280. I can't do enough damage. I guess I can maybe use the other Among Us. Wait, is that a Prism? Oh, it is a Prism. So they got Prism. What is that? Therapeutic, Jet, Mist. Wait, they what? Yeah, I still need to flip heads to one-shot the Cinccino. That's pathetic. Because Champignon Swing does 100 damage. All right, yes, please put the Noctowl into play. And yeah, just do that. Ludicolo, this, I don't know when the next stream is going to be. It could be as early as Saturday, or it could be as late as like January 2nd. I have no idea. It's just, you know, it's that time of year when you have no idea. But no, I will not be streaming tomorrow. And obviously I won't be streaming on Christmas because I gotta, you know, unwrap my love doll. I gotta, you know, get it prepped and ready for a night of celebration, shall we say? So, you know, you gotta break it in. You know, it's like a baseball glove. You can't just step out on the field with your love doll. You gotta break it in like a baseball glove. And don't I have like 3 counter catcher in the deck too? Wait, are they throwing? Are they throwing? Yeah, I completely forgot that this was still in standard, but it's actually not rotating, which is crazy. This is actually not rotating, but this is the kind of stuff you expect to see and you hope to see in casual. It's a love doll, it's not a plush. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we have to counter catcher this guy. I think I just Iono them low, and then I just have to put them to sleep. And then, yeah, we just got to give them the old Hot Cosby, and then we win. Oh, this is great. So let's go Froslass, Energy. Okay, so actually, I think in this situation, I should mount and Budew them, right? Because shutting off their items, like, they probably don't have another Jet Energy, and if they do, they're not going to find it. So I think this stops a switch. Right? I think stopping a switch is better. And then I can maybe put them to sleep, but it's like, you know, the odds of them actually having it are very low, and if they have a Jet Energy, I have to keep the Budew up there. So I think it makes sense to do what I did. Because if they do happen to have a Jet Energy or something, or an Air Balloon, then at least I give myself potentially one more turn. Are you freaking... I know them into Jet Energy. Are you freaking kidding me? I gave them... It's their 4th one. It's literally their 4th one, and I gave it to them. And I also can't put them to sleep because they have the Mist Energy. What the hell, PTCGL? This game. Okay, so we are drawing one card. We're drawing 2 cards. Oh, that would have been... Oh, we can use Champignon Swing and win the game. I win the game if this is... Did they just concede? What? Why did they concede? I would have won if I flipped heads. They ruined a potentially fun ending. They ruined what would have been an insane ending. I could have won just on a coin flip. Okay, well, let's play one more because we're still in the first hour. Oh, yeah, Bloodthirsty Fox. Yeah. Yeah, Bloodthirsty Fox. No, I will not be making a YouTube video. What should the title of this YouTube video be on the VODs channel, though? My Christmas gift to all of you 3 hours of bad decks, or my Christmas gift to all of you, the deck you've been asking for, or something. Yeah, like the deck you've been asking for, what you've been waiting for your entire life, not a foot reveal. Like I'll put not a foot reveal in parentheses or something. So even with the PTCGL dev advertising casual on the matchmaking screen, this is the second time in less than an hour that I've queued up against the same opponent. Do you understand how pathetic that is? I don't think you understand how pathetic that is. Is that this is the second time I've queued up against the same opponent. This game is great. This game is great, and yeah, like I'm still waiting for Limitless to update their Japanese page, but I don't know. Like the start decks have just been so massively disappointing. I don't know if it's worth doing it. Like I'll wait until the week is up and then maybe I'll figure it out. But like just the fact that it's been just such a nothing time, right? There's just been nothing going on in terms of Japanese decks performing with the start stuff. All right, so do we have 3 Froslass? We have 2 Froslass. Of course we have 2 Froslass. Well, let's get the Budew. And then, you know, they fill up their own bench. So it's kind of a case of, is it worth it to be like, the stuff that I have to report is that there's nothing to report, right? Like, is that enough to make a video? And I can be like, well, it's actually really disappointing because nothing's really happening. You know, I can convince myself, you know, I can just show myself the amount of money I'd made from that video that, you know, hey, maybe that's worth it. You know, I just be like, I don't know, trust your pilot. I don't know if I should make this video, and then I'll just write down a number on my feet and show it to myself, and then lick off the edible marker, and then be like, oh wait, that's how much money I'll get from posting the video. Well, I think I should do it. And Mega Magnesium has a couple. Yeah, Feraligatr has 1. I think Emboar has 1. Mega Magnesium has 3. Mega Charizard Y was in 1 deck, but that's a little bit tougher to figure out. Did they seriously just get the Larimar Rain, even under item lock? Yeah, and then it's just, I have to wait for Limitless, because Limitless does a bit of a better job keeping track of things, and it's a lot easier to just figure it out. Are you kidding me? 7 energy with this crap? Okay. Well, you know what? Your Lapras is not asleep. So, I got some bad news for you there, Bloodthirsty Fox. Well, I'm looking at the start decks. Oh, crap. No, that's not going to do it. So I'm looking at just the start decks. What has affected it? And that's, you know, that's just Mega Meganium, Mega Emboar, Mega Feraligatr. So what you're talking about is Mega Dream. I'm looking at the start decks. And then next month, I'll do my full preview of Ascended Heroes once we know the set list. But until we know the set list, I can't, you know, I can't theory craft and preview. And well, I know, I'm telling you for the people who aren't as smart and who don't gift subs and who aren't regularly subbed. I'm talking about the other people. And Gordroth, yes, it's a rematch, and they just have always had what they need. Every time they need a Jet Energy, they have it. All right, so I can't paralyze them or poison them, so that's cool. And we also have run out of playable cards. Okay, well, they definitely learned from last time. All right, so we'll play 1 game because we're 1 minute shy of an hour into the stream. We'll play 1 game in ranked, see if we can make somebody hate life. But the Munkidori has done nothing because we can't get the damn thing. Don't I play with my balls in here? Yeah, I play with my balls. What the hell? The gimmick is that I have 100 subs and I'm forced to play this deck for an hour. Even though I technically won my first game, so I could have stopped right then and there. Keep playing until you lose. We're going to get rid of the coin flip counter because I thought we were going to have to play that for like 7 hours. But we didn't. And, you know, I'm really disappointed. This is my Christmas stream and no one's giving away gift subs. Wait, you don't have $5? Wait, you don't have $5? Oh, this is great. Okay, so we might win. So, Terapagos, they're going to have a bunch of abilities. Charizard is weak to grass. And Gorgoroth, that's okay. Yeah, if you've already gifted a sub, you're off the hook. You know, there is... Okay. We play PTC... No, you play PTCGL because you have brain damage. You know, you don't play it because it's free to play. You play it because you have brain damage. You waste it on a pre-order of Ascended Heroes. But one pack of Ascended Heroes helps me buy foot lotion. Okay, well, I'm not going to use Lucian right now, okay? It's a little too early for Lucian. It's not too early for lotion, but it's too early for Lucian. Did I just fail miserably? All right, so let's play the Skin Flute, and this card is the most useless card in the history of the universe. Awesome. Oh my god, and Bug Catching Set too. You know, as soon as I say Accompanying Flute's the most useless card in the history of the world, Bug Catching Set proves it's not. And they flipped heads. Okay. And now we're gonna let you down? Yeah, but it's an energy that they had a Noctowl the entire time, or they drew into a Noctowl, which is worse. Alright, so they're jocking off. They're gonna go get Pidgeot. Man. Oh yeah, I'm really glad they didn't get that Lillie. Oh man, I'd be so screwed if they'd end up getting that Lillie. Okay, so the good news is that they can't jump ahead. The bad news is that I think I have to Ultra Ball away like 2 Iono to be able to play the game. So Devolution's gonna win me this game. I can probably knock out a Zard at some point with an Amoonguss, which will be hilarious. But I have to, you know, I have to play the game. Which at this point is not a guarantee. So this is like the perfect matchup for this deck. Everyone on their side of the field has an ability except for Terapagos. You know, we got the Legacy Energy. I just need to get set up. That's it. I just need to get set up. Well, you can suck my butt, can't you? And, I mean, I think Counter Catcher is probably useless at this point. So let's go and get... Of course we prize the Snorunt and a Froslass. Why wouldn't we prize a Snorunt and a Froslass? All right, I'm going to go for the Cleffa. And then I'm going to Luminous Energy the active. Just this way we just were able to draw cards. That's all I'm hoping for, is just to draw cards. And, okay, so we got a Snorunt. That's fine. We got a Budew. And then I guess I will Air Balloon this one. Retreat. So obviously they're going to find the bosses, which is terrible. But we have one Froslass and no supporters. But we have a Froslass and no supporters, so that's almost even. So they are 100% just going to go boss. Well, that's unfortunate. No, the Among Us is the Maractus. The Among Us puts them to sleep, so that's the Maractus. All right, but what deck do you want me to play next? Do you want it to be Gliscor, Ambipom, Weavile, or Flygon? So actually, I'll do a poll. I'll do a poll. What next? Ambipom, Gliscor, Flygon, or what's the other one? Weavile. Yeah, well, everyone's voting Flygon, so it looks like it's going to be Flygon. Well, Sprigatito is obviously number one. Can I get a playable card? That is the opposite of a playable card. Thank you. Okay, so we need to go... I gotta play with my rod. We have to put back in all these guys. And then I think what I have to do is get rid of Switch Counter Gain. Get the Snorunt, unfortunately, and then I guess Counter Catcher the Knocked Owl. I don't know. And then Grasping Jaw for nothing. Okay, so we're gonna be able to put like 2 damage into play. That's pretty cool. Great Tusk Flygon. That would make a lot of sense. You know, maybe I'll write that one down. Because I have a bunch of different Flygon lists. Just, you know, each one worse than the last. I just want to see if it actually works. Make Great Tusk list with Lunarocks. Did they seriously just have a Jet Energy? I mean, that's good. We did get out their Jet Energy. Okay, literally nothing got votes. Literally nothing else got votes other than Flygon. So yes, we will play Flygon. It is Flygon Wug Trio. Well, I think it should be like maybe somebody who doesn't give up prizes or something. You know, it's just we live in a world of Solrock and Munkidori. And it's like, oh, they gave us Battle Cage. Yeah, but Solrock and Munkidori don't care about Battle Cage as much. And Crikey, Garchomp's going to be great once we get Barbaracle. As soon as Barbaracle comes out, that's going to change everything. All right, so are they not going to bosses this turn? Please tell me they're not going to bosses this turn. Please tell me you forgot to get bosses and you just use Jet Energy. Yeah, Barbaracle makes Lucario better. It makes Garchomp better. It makes your mom look better. I don't have to put the bag on her head on nights where the sun isn't out. So yeah, Barbaracle's gonna... I'm super excited for Barbaracle. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. You don't even need to replace it. You just add like a 1/1 Barbaracle and that's it. Right? It's not about replacing. It's just, you know, doing the thing. All right, let's Lilies and get nothing. Like I think you still go for Rose Raid. 2/2. Nah, you never prize what you need in this game. Don't be silly. You never prize what you need. All right, so I have to put them to sleep right now. That's my only potential chance of winning the game is if they stay asleep. Please stay asleep. That's our only chancey. Thank you. And they use their Jet Energy, so as long as they don't have a switch. But, I mean, obviously they're just going to go for Dusclops because Foongus has 50 hit points because Foongus is great. But, like, the thing is, you don't need Barbaracle to win with Garchomp, right? You don't need it, right? Garchomp has 400 hit points. I think Roserade is probably more important than... That's pretty good. I think Roserade is more important than Barbaracle. It's just a case of, if you can get the 1/1 Barbaracle, you go for it. If you go to tournaments, you're not going to see anyone playing more than a 1/1 in Garchomp if anyone brings Garchomp to a tournament. You're not going to see more than a 1/1. And I guess I should put the Barbaracle on the screen. That might help. That might help slightly, even though you could just watch my video. I know you've already all watched my video on it. But I'll put it on screen just so you can see it. So yeah, it's just take an energy from your hand and put it on a fighting Pokemon. It's that simple. Just take an energy from your hand, put it on a fighting Pokemon. That's what Garchomp wants. Every fighting deck is going to love this card. I mean, as long as they don't have a 1 attack cost. But you put a 1/1 Barbaracle in Lucario or Garchomp, and congratulations, your deck is, you know, kilometers better. No Rose Raid. Boo. Boo, Lena. And yeah, here we go. Here's where the losses start to happen. But they didn't go for the Foongus. Interesting that they didn't go for the Foongus. I think I would have gone for the Foongus. I would have, like, what do I have that's happening here? I have one Froslass. I can get by with that. So, I mean, this is pretty good. We are in a very good position now. Yeah, I don't know why they, are we about to knock out a Charizard EX with Amoonguss EX? Is that seriously what's about to happen? Unfortunately, they can win the game next turn, which would be very bad. So yeah, I think we probably do end up losing, but I'll play with my rod. We'll go get that and that. And then, yeah, we Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Yeah, 1 and 1. So, does it make any sense to bring anybody up? Like, I can knock out... Yeah, I can't even knock that out. But we have to Lucian. No, I can't pop the de-evolution too early. So I think we just go Lucian and hope for the best. Because I don't want to lose the counter catcher and I don't want to lose the de-evolution because we don't know how this is going to go. Okay, and they flip tails. And they flip tails. All right, well, that does get me an... Oh, it doesn't get me an energy. And they flip tails. Great. So... yeah, let's just go for a Foongus, I guess. Just to shuffle the deck, and we'll get that out of there. All right, so I have to use Spore Ball because... why didn't I Earthen? Because I needed both of the things. And I thought Lucian would help me out slightly. I thought Lucian would be cool. Oh, but never mind. We don't need it. We don't need Lucian when we just keep flipping tails on sleep. See, Lena? Because I believed in the heart of the card. See? That's what women need to learn, is they need to learn in the heart of the cards. They're just all like, I need to use my brain to win at Pokemon cards. You know, that's why that's why Taya's not the lead character of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because Taya believes in thinking and doing the correct play. Yudi's all about vibes, okay? And the heart of the cards. So, do I win? Oh, they got the damn Tauros scenario. All right. Oh, wait, no, they can't do it. They can't do it. They can't win this turn. Unless they get a Zard. Unless they get another Zard powered up, we win. Right? Because they can either knock out my active or they can put my active at 240. But no, actually, even if they get the Zard, they can't win. Yeah, so they're going to go probably for the Amoonguss. They're going to take the knockout on the Amoonguss. And then, yeah, I just de-evolution for game. Or do I? No, I think I'm one short. Because they're knocking out the Amoonguss. Unified beatdown. That's... yeah, I'm taking one there. So that's not good. I have the energy. I have the Night Stretcher for energy. There's a Frost. Wait, is that game? If I get a counter catcher or something? That's not a counter catcher. All right. Well, we still have to put them to sleep, I think. I still think I have to put them to sleep if I want to win. Because I'm only taking 2 prizes currently because we can't devolve the Charmeleon, not that that matters. So I think it's just retreat, Spore Ball one more time, And I guess I should thin as much as possible right now. And then, yeah, we'll just get rid of that. And then Sports Ball. Okay, so we can still potentially win even if they flip heads, but it doesn't matter. We're just that good. They've used their Turo, they've used their Jet Energy, they've used all their luck. And I'm not taking a prize until it's my turn. Well, the Iono doesn't matter. The Froslass are the threats now. Because I don't have to do anything and I win. They have to win this turn or else I win. And even if they bump one of the Knocked Owl, I still potentially win. So they have to bump the area 0. This is gonna, oh no, they did that real quick. They did that real quick. So thank you, Among Us. I just beat a Charizard deck unless they got something crazy cooking. But they just lose because of the Froslass. It doesn't matter what they do. If they Iono me, it doesn't matter. They lose. Actually, maybe they still would win because the Pidgeot, but like I think I have 2 Devolution. We'd be fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. We're going to be fine. So actually, yeah, we would knock out we knock out this Knocked Owl coming into my turn. The fact that they, oh, it was the thingy thing. That's what it was. Yeah, don't trust me when it comes to math. Trust me on everything else, like on how to keep your feet properly lotioned. But don't trust me on anything else. All right, so that's game. Unless they have Unfair Stamp, have we seen their ace spec? It's got to be Maximum Belt or something, right? And Unfair Stamp doesn't work. Oh my god, we win! I'm just talking out my butt right now because I can't do the math. Yeah, I'm the #1 Among Us player in the world. And this is ranked. This is ranked. We just won a game on ranked with Among Us. What world are we living in that I can win a game on ranked with Among Us EX? JB Gen, you gotta delete the game. You gotta delete the game at this point. Those are the rules. Yeah, let's go Counter Catcher. Let's make them think that I don't have it right now because I'm evil like that. Because I mean, they have taken 5 more minutes than me. Oh yeah, gotta show me close up. And we also just knock out the Charmeleon as well between turns. So even if I had three prizes remaining, we'd be fine. Oh, JBJ, those are the rules. If you lose to Among Us in ranked. No, I am not making an Among Us EX video. Wait, do I have to? Do I actually have to make an Among Us EX video? I won with the worst deck ever. I won multiple games with the worst deck ever on PTCGL. What was the first game was a win. First game was a win. Game 2 something. And then game 3 was versus JB Gen Charizard at like the 1 hour mark. So what was the second game? You gotta give me a little handy here. You gotta give me a handy. All right, so yeah, that's we just won with Among Us. So this, like, I was bullied into playing the BDIF. Yeah. Because I can do multiple titles. I was bullied into playing the BDIF on PTCGL. What am I playing? Flygon? Sure. So yeah, I'll the Lapras dude. Oh yeah, the Lapras game. Thank you. Game 2 was something. That first game against the Lapras player. Not the rematch. Thank you, Incineroaring. Okay, so we win this game as long as we don't lose. Easy dubs. We win this game as long as we don't lose. That's that thingy. I guess I'm just gonna Zerosic. And we'll get double. I guess I should probably get the Psyduck, because they're gonna be able to do the thing, and that'll be very bad. So, I mean, I could call for family, but that doesn't help. I think it's just, yeah, we're just gonna dig a little. And yeah, let's Zerosic first. We'll Zerosic first, and then we'll dig a little. And then I think I used the neutralization zone just because they might get rid of Jamming Tower. They did not get rid of Jamming Tower. I think just in case I have to do it anyway. Like, I understand they have Jamming Tower, but I don't really have options. And then, of course, they get rid of a Dusknoir. Yeah, it wasn't a miracle. It's great gameplay. And Recipra, no, I have like a 50% win rate. I didn't do what I thought I was going to do because I thought we were going to win a single game, and then we ended up winning multiple games. But why is everyone playing Dragapult lately? Why is it just Dragapult every single day, all day? Okay. Yeah, Itchy Pollen, that's fine. So we can't evolve yet. We just have to keep digging a little. There's a Flygon. That's a little too early. I mean, I guess I do evolve just in case, right? Because remember, Neutralization Zone does not stop damage counters. Hey, great job. So it prevents all damage, not damage counters. And as we all know, I know you all watched the video, the 10 mistakes new PTCGL players make. Damage and damage counters are two separate things. Seriously, they got the Hilda. They got the Hilda like that. So we're about to lose a Trapinch, I think. Oh, we're not. Okay, that's good. Oh, because they can't evolve, right. They can't evolve yet. All right, well, let's dig a little. Or they're just waiting. You know, they might save for Jacloak. It lets them draw cards. What the hell? Everything we're discarding is just Dusclops and Dusknoir. It's just Dusclops and Dusknoir right now. All right, well, let's reset it for this guy. So we're 3-0 right now. No, it's because it's not Wugtrio. It's because it's Wiglet. If it was Wugtrio, it'd be 3 tails. There's the boss's hors d'oeuvres. There's the Psyduck. Wait, why are they just itchy pollening? Pollening me? Itchy pollening? Hello. I think they're afraid to take a prize. They don't realize that my flaps are sand. Why are we just getting rid of all the Dusclops? Why is it all the Dusclops we're getting rid of? I don't need to get rid of the Dusclops. There literally anything else in their deck I want to get rid of. How about their energy? Can we maybe hit their energy, please? Thank you. Can we hit a Jacloak? You know, it'd be great if we could hit a Jamming Tower or something. God, what I've milled like wait, did I used Turo's Scenario, I dug a little, I flipped heads. Yeah, right. So that's 4 heads. We're 4-0 somehow. So if you didn't know, when you evolve into Flygon, you mill 2 cards, and then when Flygon is knocked out, you mill another 2. So you need to have someone in the active, right? Like you could. I decided, hey, what if we paired it with Wugtrio? There's a million different ways you can play this. So maybe I'll do a stream based on Flygon. And then, of course, they get the Jamming Tower. But that's okay, because they only have 17 cards left in deck. But obviously, They're about to take 2 prizes. So we're in a race. The problem is that my Wiglet and my Trapinch have 60 hit points. I think there's a 70 hit point Trapinch, but I don't play that one. All right, so let's go Wiglet. We prized some things. We definitely prized some things that we needed. I mean, sure. Okay, well, let's go. Yeah, Ignition Energy. I could actually knock out the Cloak, which is kind of funny. That's a funny thing about this deck is I can actually knock out the Cloak. See, I told you. As soon as we need to get the Wug Trio doing something, we're not gonna get there. So you're like, why are you flipping so many heads? It's because once we get to the Wug Trio, that's when we're gonna start failing. So I need to do like some Maractus things. I need to get going Maractusly. Wait, do I have Maractus in the deck? I feel like I should have a Maractus in the deck. If I don't, we need to add one. So yeah, they're gonna take 2 prizes this turn. They're gonna take 2 prizes next turn. Because obviously they have like a Gust card or something. Oh no, wait, no, wait. Hang on. A plan is forming in my mind right now. Okay, so we go Wug Trio, Reversal Energy, and Hilda. And then maybe they won't pay attention. Maybe they aren't paying attention, and then we'll win. All right, so if they have a Super Rod or an Iono, we lose. That's the easiest way of saying this. If they have a Super Rod or an Iono, we lose. But if they don't have a Super Rod or an Iono... Oh, they took the bait! I told you I'm a master baiter. All right, so we're still going to lose, but this could be funny. And then, of course, we hit a jamming tower when it's too late. Great. All right, so we still need to flip 3 heads. What I did last turn actually didn't really matter because we'd be in the same position. Actually, if they don't have any energy left, we might buy ourselves another turn. 3 heads. Everyone, clench your cheeks. Your cheeks better be clenched. 1. Aw, come on. We were so close. Recipra, no, you didn't clench hard enough. We were 1 card away. One card away. All right, so let me just double check the list because we definitely prized some things that would have helped. But, you know, Flygon was definitely on the list. So maybe I will devote a stream to... Wait, I'm an Ultra League? When the hell did I get... Did Among Us? Among Us brought me to Ultra League. Among Us got me to Ultra League. So, yeah, I guess I do need a Maractus or something. Right? So I'll cut a Wug Trio. Oh, we do have a Maractus. It was next to the Shaman. Okay, so we have a Maractus. We're fine. Yeah, it's all that damn Wug Trio. Damn you, Wug Trio, for being so phallic. I hate that Wug Trio for just being so phallic. Don't you just wish you could punish that Wug Trio, that phallic-looking Wug Trio with your tongue? Especially that Wiglet. How many Wiglet could you fit in your mouth and punish at the same time with your tongue? I could fit so many. Well, if they know what Flygon does, they're about to hate me. All right, what are they playing? Oh, this is a free win. This is a free win here. Are we going first or second? I'm going first. I still think I start the Trapinch. They had to take 3 mulligans? What a nerd. All right, Clam Burglar, if you're listening, Clam Burglar, if you're on an alternate tab listening to or watching something to do with feet and you're listening to me at the same time and imagining that those feet are mine, now's your time to alt tab back into my stream. All right, well, if I'd known I was going to get three flips, I would have done this differently. All right, or 3 extra cards, I would have done it differently. Okay, so we want 1 Wiglet, 1 Trapinch, and then end turn. So believe it or not, I believe I want to use Iono. Clam Burglar, thank you. You just turn off the stream? Is that what it is? So I think using Iono early is correct because I don't want to use Iono later, and Lilies will always be a draw 8. And I'm going to be shuffling the deck with Call for Family. So I'm going to attach the Ignition Energy, use Call for Family. If they decide they don't want to attack that, oh, they're thinning their deck for me. Thank you. And they're thinning their deck even more. And that was a slip of the tongue. Thinning their deck. Yes, please put more Pokemon into play. All right, so maybe I actually just use Lilies now because they keep playing cards. Right? I was thinking they were going to end the turn with like a 3-card hand, and using Iono gives them more cards. They keep playing the game. This is very strange. They keep playing the game. I don't know why. And we have to assume they have 4 Forest of Vitality. Right? We have to assume. So until we see 4 Force of Vitality either in play or in the discard pile, we can't really use the neutralization zone. Okay, so I am in a situation. ISO Bandit, 100% put what's her face? Canary, put her in the Iono's Belly Bolt deck. That's what I showed that off in a video, didn't I? Oh yeah, we 100% can't use the Iono now. But you know what? I will use Call for Family just to do something. But no, Canary 100% goes in Iono's Belly Bolt. That's what you do. And then we didn't get any basics. That's perfect. So Call for Family. I want to go Wiglet. Probably just Wiglet, right? Yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't think there's a world where they don't take the KO, and you know, if we had a Flygon, that'd be pretty cool. And Shiitake, unfortunately, you missed the Among Us portion of the stream, but apparently I'm making a YouTube video. And Bandit, oh no, what do you got? What do you got? Because Canary pairs perfectly with Kilowattrel. I'll probably do a Flygon stream. You know, this was kind of on the back burner, but apparently everyone wants to watch it. So, you know, I did a poll and 100% of people wanted to see Flygon. So I guess if that translates to YouTube, but the people on YouTube are more well adjusted. So it's hard to say, but I guess I'll do a Flygon stream. So this was basically the test for it. This was the test. Obviously, when we actually do the stream, it'll go nowhere near as smoothly. But we'll get in there at some point. And, you know, if I put this in the YouTube video, people would just be like, well, they played all their cards. They clearly didn't know what they were doing. That's not my fault. Mega Magnetric, Eel, Kilowattrel. The problem with that is that it's very busy, like Phillips. Right? You have 3 separate stage 1s, and you have to have energy in the discard pile. Whereas with the Belly Bolt accelerates all of your energy, gives up 2 prizes instead of 3. and you don't have to have energy in the discard pile. So you can use Levincia more properly. So like I see where you're coming from, but I think Mega Magnetric just kind of falls a little off just because of Canary making Iono's Belly Bolt so strong. Let's see if I can get Canary on screen here. So yeah, just I think unfortunately Mega Magnetric probably isn't gonna be good, or it's at least not gonna be the best. You need a Meganium there, my guy. So Canary just makes Kilowattrel Belly Bolt so strong because the Kilowattrel has to have the energy on it in order for you to draw you up to 6. And Belly Bolt accelerates all the energy from hand, and you can also play it with Raging Bolt. The Voltorb's insane. So just imagine if you just put 4 Canary in your deck, you have 2 Levincia, like a 2/2 or 3/3 Kilowattrel, 20 energy, right? This card is insane for Belly Bolt. Like, I am so excited, but it does kind of mean that, unfortunately, Mega Magnetric is just eclipsed by Belly Bolt in terms of lightningness. And Lomed, unless something crazy happens, that'll be in Ascended Heroes. But you've watched all the videos. I don't have to tell you what set that's going to be in. But it'll probably be Ascended Heroes next month. This is a typical Venusaur player. They don't know how to read or count. I'm not making fun of you, Philali. I'm making fun of Venusaur players in general. There's a difference. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I'm excited. ISO Bandit. I think Mega Magnetric giving up 3 prizes is the problem. Ludicolo, there's a really handsome YouTuber who has a playlist and all that about Ascended Heroes. So you should go watch that because it's literally out in just over a month. Nah, For the Win doesn't care about you. For the Win didn't even know that the Gengar and Mawile decks were coming out. For the Win didn't even know that. Could you imagine following a creator who doesn't even know when Megas are coming out? All right, here we go. So this is basically just a Woad Trio deck at this point. This is Woad Trio with extra steps. They also put their Pheasantipity into play, which makes very little sense to me. There's really no need to use Counter Catcher. But let's see how many I got, right? Let's see how many Counter Catcher I have. Because realistically, I just need 1. Realistically, we just need 1 Counter Catcher to win the game. So we'll get the Mimikyu out of the deck, and then, yeah, I'm just going to Counter Catcher the Bulbasaur. It's not about trapping the Bulbasaur. That'll come later. So I will try to trap somebody later on. Hello. But this also isn't really the matchup to trap anybody because they can just move all the energy around to somebody. So it's like I could... Like, the Pheasantipity is really the only thing I could bring up, but then they can just snipe the bench. So I would have to put the Shaman down. So I would trap the Fez with Maractus, put the Shaman down, and then they would have to 2-shot the Maractus. And ISO Bandit. The other problem you have to understand is that, remember, fighting is getting better. So, like, a Mega Lucario can 1-shot a Mega Magnetric without really anything. It doesn't even need Barbaracle. It can just play with its PP a couple times. So, like, it's so unfortunate that Lightning is getting its best supporter ever, but fighting is getting Barbaracle and Mega Zygarde and, you know, mainly Barbaracle. But fighting is getting Barbaracle, which just makes them so much better. Yeah, the problem is fighting is getting better. Gardevoir's gone. So Lucario has an easier path. Teal Mask, you know, Mega Venusaur is not a good deck. And Incineroaring, exactly. You can play the Voltorb build or the Raging Bolt build. Both are really, really strong. And Clamburglar, you agree that, yes, Venusaur is a bad deck? I understand. Yes, Venusaur is a very bad deck. I agree with you. All right, well, again, we're just going to waste the counter catcher again. All right, let's bring up this guy. Cool. We got Vibrava. And reversal, we'll put the Shaman down. We'll go Lucky Helmet. And we'll go Under the Sea. Ludicolo, absolutely not. Oh god, absolutely not. No, you do not put a Flygon in Wugtrio and say, much better. No. But I think the problem is that this deck loses to Lucario, but it beats Garchomp and it beats Zygarde, so this will get better, okay? You know, it's literally just a running joke, like me when I'm going on a marathon and my pants fall down. It's just a running joke where I say that Venusaur is bad. Like, realistically, it's top 20. It's a top 20 deck, but the thing is that people pretend like, oh, it's a top 10 deck, and it's like, no, it's like number 20. It's a top 20 deck, I'll concede that. Okay. Did you just give up on life? Also, I haven't hit a single one of their stadiums. Can we hit a stadium? Hey, we got one. We got one, baby. Yeah, who was it that said, oh, hey, why are you flipping so many heads? Well, it's because we weren't flipping it with Wugtrio. Alakazam, you watched my recent video where I said Alakazam is the best single prize deck. It's number 7, right? It's number 6 or 7? Yeah, Venusaur is good against Garchomp and Zygarde, but it's bad against everything else. And do they not realize they can... I'm so confused and a little turned on, but like, are they just saying like, I don't want to beat you off? Yeah, Flygon is fun. No, single prize decks, I don't think they can do that because Mist Energy still remains, right? Mist Energy still remains. Mist Energy is not rotating. Yeah, Mist Energy stays in standard, so it's like you have to play 2 Enhanced Hammer now, which is unfortunate. But yeah, Flygon is fun. It's just the issue with Flygon is that it's a stage 2. Ludicolo, we don't know. We until we know what's in perfect order, we can't make an educated guess. But simply by virtue of the fact that it's a single prize deck, it's going to struggle a little bit. But Lomed, well, Flygon's really good in a pre-release if you can get the right cards, right? Because yeah, as Shouted Al said, they got someone to whip their deck out, which is a little weird considering how many kids are at pre-releases. So I wouldn't really advertise that fact. But why are you stalling me out? You know, it's not my fault you didn't come prepared. Oh, do you think they're going to solar transfer for 10 minutes? Yeah, as long as you don't prize anything, you're totally fine. Because remember, the Flygon has an attack. Yeah, they're going to solar transfer 100 times just to run out the clock. Oh, this is going to be great. They're literally just going to wait until their timer gets down to 1, then solar transfer, then wait till it gets down to 1, then solar transfer. But yeah, Dawn makes it good. If you can get your Flygon up and running, it does 130 damage. I think it's 130 for 2 fighting. And then if it evolves into it, that's mill 2. If it gets knocked out, that's mill 2. Especially when their timer is less than half of mine. I've taken no, only good games have those types of features. This is not a good game, so we can't do that. And Bulkiest pick, we're doing terribly, but do you know what would cheer us up? Is if you gifted everyone in chat a free sub. Imagine, well, you can, right? You can call over a judge after a while, but that's about it. Mods, ban Talby for begging for a sub. Unless someone gives Talby a sub, then don't ban them because that's money for me. Yep, see, I told you, they're going to wait till their timer gets down to 1, and then they're going to use Solar Transfer. So, hey, if you want to report Falali V for wasting your precious, precious time, everyone say L, you put the L in Falali V. Hey, they're actually here. They actually did the thing. Congratulations. You know what? I'm going to reverse stall you. I'm going to reverse stall them out right now. We're going to reverse stall them. We're going to reverse stall them out. Yeah, what do you think about that, Falali V? This is the I played the Uno reverse on ya. And you do know she's a child, right? I mean, to be fair, she's probably not a child in the Pokemon world because, you know, there's a reason they're called Game Freak. But, you know, just Iono's Kilowattrel. Such a good way to make that work. And see, we face a deck with 4 stadiums. We milled 1 stadium the entire game. And that was the only way that Neutralization Zone does anything. They've probably muted me by this point, but let's just keep spamming the thumbs up. Well, maybe while they're doing Solar Transfer, they can't mute me, so we're just going to keep doing it. All right, well, while we're waiting, I'll start a prediction for the next game. So you can at least bet on that. See, yeah, see, they're just going back and forth. Yeah, see, this is PTCGL in a nutshell. Their timer is going to be 12 minutes lower than mine. And, yeah. Are they just going to use pushdown? Fun fact, we also have not seen a Flygon this entire game. Don't be gross, Clam Burglar. Oh, I guess I should mention I'm not playing Flygon in the next game. I don't want to blow my entire load. They're also out of energy. Never mind, I got a Meganium. Yeah, so we're going to be playing a bad deck. So do you want to see Weavile or Ambipom or Gliscor? Ambipom and Gliscor are Froslass decks. Weavile is just bad. But Flygon, you know, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to devote an entire stream to Flygon because there's so many different, you know, ways of doing this that I think it might be worth it. And that chlamydia, well, yeah, you want to, you're evil if you got chlamydia. Okay, they're gonna, who are they gonna bosses? Who? Okay, you're going for the, no, not the Vibra, not the Vibrava. I wanted to Flygon you. Wait, did they Solar Transfer just to Solar Transfer it back? Oh, it doesn't tell you what Solar Transfer. Oh, wait, they used Solar Transfer, then failed it. So they use Solar Transfer just to fail Solar Transfer. Oh, we got the Flygon, baby. All right, oh my God, are you kidding me? Well, that would explain why we couldn't find a Flygon. Hey, why couldn't you find a Flygon, pilot? Oh, I wonder why I couldn't find... Dear God. Oh, why couldn't you find a Flygon? This game is great. Oh, this game is so much fun. Such a great game, isn't it, everybody? I mean, I literally only played the game for like 3 minutes. There wasn't even enough time to check my deck. There literally was not enough time to check my deck because I was doing so well. All right, so that'll stay. I'll keep that checked. And we'll do the Battle Cage build of this guy. It's not very good, but I mean, when is a deck that I built ever actually good? Oh, if I'd played Gliscor, we'd be facing somebody called Gliscor. All right, do I want to go first? What am I playing? No. And I'm writing the intro to the Among Us thing because I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Forcing them to get me to 100 subs to play it. Free money glitch, baby. So yeah, I'm just talking about how I masterfully baited all of you. It's like, oh yeah, you want me to play this? Oh, I'll definitely play this. I'll definitely play this Among Us deck. And ISO Bandit, that's, oh my God, everyone's just playing this crap. Okay, so we have Poffin, that's great. So I want to go, I think just double Toxel. And I can knock out a Munkidori, so that's really good. And believe it or not, I think we just go Evolution into double Toxtricity. Because we have everything I need for next turn. So it's like, why would I want to mess up what is a perfect hand? And then of course they'll Iono me. So we're definitely going to lose, but what if we didn't? Yeah, I'm writing the intro because apparently I'm making an Among Us video and I'll have to upload that for Christmas. That'll be my Christmas video. So Christmas video on YouTube. How many Gengar? 0 Gengar. There's no room for Gengar. Getting this thing up and running is a lot more work than you might think it is. All right, so we just knock out the Munkidori because they can suck my butt. And that's hilarious because I enjoy my butt getting sucked. I should have a Munkidori in here. I don't have a Munkidori in here. I was lying. All right, well, let's knock out their monkey. And there's a battle cage because love is a battle cage. And no, I think I just have to wait right now, right? I think I just have to go cut. Oh, so you lived in Kansas. Talby, you lived in Kansas. Oh, that's cool. Is that how miles work? Is that 2,200 miles away? You know, in school in Canada, we learn more about American geography than Canadian geography. You know, back in my day, teachers always said, "Oh, you're not going to always have a calculator in your pocket." You sure about that? Sure about that? Oh, you're not always going to have a calculator in your pocket. Oh yeah, teacher, you're so smart. You're so wise. So intelligent. Okay, so I can win. Right? So as long as we don't put any two-prizers down, We can very easily win this game. But, you know, I'm waiting for the battle cage. So that's kind of... Oh, wait, they're weak to dark. So if they go for the Guardy KO, I can just win. Unless they're going for the Scream... No, they're going for Screamtail, but I have Boss's Petulant. So I'm knocking out their Gardevoir this turn, which is hilarious. But I don't have a Munkidori, which is less hilarious. You know, just... The problem with this deck is getting it up. You know, once you get to my age, getting it up is really tough. Okay, that's fine. It's not good, but it's fine. All right, so we're going to have to go... I have to go Poffin for Sneezy Boy. And then we'll get the Rellor, because the Rabska is definitely in the deck. And then... All right, so if I put Battle Cage down, and if I Arven for, what do we want? What do we want? We want Binding Mochi and Earthen Vessel. Actually, no, I guess Super Rod for next turn. And let's hit him with the old cut. Yeah, I think I can get rid of the Rabska. The problem with this deck is that you have to damage your Weavile and have them at 50 or less HP. So a Munkidori, 2 Munkidori cause you to lose, so you have to have Battle Cage. That sucks. So not only does Munkidori lose you the game, but like Froslass is terrible because they can just do more Munkidori things. Sniping the bench is bad, but is Rabska like too much? Is Shaman just better? Because it's one less card. I can just put the Shaman down. I can get it with Nest Ball. But the thing with Rabska is that it stops Dragapult. But like my whole thought process when building this deck was, how do I stop Weavile from just losing me the game every single time? And I don't know if that exists. I don't know if such a scenario exists, because you have to keep it at 50 HP or less. And then, of course, they have the Stadium. And then, of course, they have the Iono. Of course. Okay, I mean, that's fine. It's not good. I can knock out their Kirlia, but they're about to do terrible, terrible things to me. Wait, they're just gonna... Okay, that's fine. Again, they keep sending me Pokemon that are weak to dark or just get knocked out by cut. What are we, a YouTube channel? All right, so I will go... And then... Wait, I can use Retaliatory Claw here. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so let's go Weavile and then TM Evolution. Actually, I guess I put it on the active just in case. And let's Fartazon for nothing, because we don't want to get anything. What I would really like is a Rabska and a Battle Cage. Or I'll take a Battle Cage. Battle Cage is better, because then they can't Munkidori. Crap. Okay, well, we have to go for 380 damage Retaliatory Claw. All right, but we have the Petulant. I have 3 prizes. Of course, we prize the Sneasel, but like it's... You know, I have a 3/3 Toxtricity in this list. Is that too much? Is a 3/3 Toxtricity too much is the question. Because you realistically only need to do... You know, one... Well, actually, no, it has to be a 3/3. Right? Because you have to Toxtricity twice to a Weavile to get it within range, which is horrible. I guess I can get rid of the coin flip counter. So yeah, I was thinking like, oh, can you get by with just a 3/3 or a 2/2 Toxtricity? No, because you have to use Toxtricity twice. No, because then you can't do 190. You know, Clamburglar, the Pokemon Company would not print a card unless it was good. And then they just have the double monk, and then they also have that. Okay. All right, bro. Okay, bro. Hey, my deck is broken. Oh, cool. We only drew 2 cards. Oh, cool. We have 3 prizes. Iono froze the game. We drew 2 cards. The third card is just sort of chilling there. And there we go. It was an Ultra Ball. No, Weavile is not good. I tested it in multiple games. The only reason we're in this game is because it's Gardevoir. And, you know, they're weak to dark and they have weak attackers. Like, there's just so many. Like, the Seviper is better. Seviper does 240 if you have a Mega in play. And it's like, yeah, I know I don't want to have a Mega Absol down, but I'd rather have a Mega Absol and do 240 than have 2 Toxtricity, a Pecharunt, a Battle Cage, a Rabska, all these other things just to maybe have a slight chance of winning. So, yeah. It's just, I did a lot of testing with this card. 190 is just not a good enough number right now. You basically have to do 210. If you're not, like, the Reshiram we played, Video Game House, took you long enough. So I was just talking about you earlier when I talked about the simp sliding into my DMs. The simp was you. Who was the simp? It was you. It was you, Video Game House. It was you all along, Video Game House. And there goes the Weavile. But we are knocking out the Screamtail with a Rellor. And that's funny. Okay, so can I win this game if I don't lose? All right, so we have to go. I can only have single prizers down. That's step 1. We have to make sure there's only single prizers. That's a paddle-in. I do also need to find an energy. All right, so let's go for Sneasel. Because that is also another win condition. But this, I have to get an energy. If I don't get an energy, we lose. We got an energy. All right, so that's good. And then I have to go Slight Intrusion on the Screamtail. There's no way they can win the game this turn, right? And then I just win with Pecharunt? Because I can Pecharunt the Fez and I haven't used the Gust card this entire game. Am I about to beat off a Guardy player? Am I about to beat off the BDIF? With a crappy Weavile deck that I cooked up in a cave with spare parts? But yeah, Refractory Claw is just not good enough. Right? Just doing 190 for something. It's like if it did 190 and it's like if this Pokemon has a damage counter on it, maybe. Because then you just play Risky Ruins or you just play 1 Toxtricity, but it has to be 2 Toxtricity. You know, you have to have at least 2 Toxtricity on the field at all times. You have to have, you know, 2 Weavile on the field at all times. You have to have Battle Cage. You have to have Psyduck. You have to have Shaman. You have to have Rabska. So Video Game House, I'm sorry to say, I don't think Weavile is very good. I appreciate the raid. You know, this is a drop in the bucket compared to how many times I've raided you. But, you know, you're getting there. Oh my god, again with the Screamtail. Okay, that's fine, because again, we just win with Petra. Aw, crap. Well, that didn't work out. We were so close to winning. If I just seen a Rabska or something, we had a chance to win. I won my first game. I won my first game with Among Us. And I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm making a YouTube video that I'm going to post on Christmas. Because I'm that good. I'm him. Video Game House, what do you mean how? I am him. Oh yeah, and Arizona also means I can't gust. I can thrust, but I can't gust. So yeah, if it wasn't, they had the Iono like every single time. How did you know? Every single Iono they played was the perfect Iono. Okay, I can't trap anybody. That's a darkness energy. That's not good. There's no one I can get to win right now. So I believe we just lose. Because I can't... I mean, I guess I could use Clutch. If I got, like, Air Balloon Counter Catcher. Oh, that's amazing. That's great. That's awesome. That's great. You know, that's cool. That card would have immensely helped me at any other point in the game except the last turn. All right, we'll play the fun version of this deck. Just to... no, we'll play Gliscor, because we faced someone called Gliscor, so we'll play Gliscor. And yes, that's how you pronounce it. Even if Budew has no energy... They just added a tip for Budew. Did you see that? Even if Budew has no energy attached, it can still suck a butt. Oh, man. Okay. Well, yeah, we got the great start here. It's always great when you give your opponent some mulligans. So you poison and prevent retreating. That is the whole point of this deck. And there's a Budew. That's pretty good. Okay. This will probably be a donk deck, so I'll do the thing. I am a bit surprised by the lack of donk decks on the ranked ladder. Normally, you see a bunch of donk decks on the ranked ladder as people try to get to Master League because it's the fastest deck to get you to Master League. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me that this is what we're facing? I am playing a deck that is supposed to trap them. Wait, what the hell? Wait, what? Wait. Oh, what? Okay, so maybe we're fine. Maybe we're fine. I thought we were in trouble. This actually could behoove us greatly. All right, so then we go attach to you and Iono and Recipra. People are playing donk decks in Master League. It's just the good old deck. You whip out your big old deck and you use Pecharunt. Just the thing we've been using for years, for centuries. You will remember it for centuries. But it's the Brute Bonnet Pecharunt donk deck with like Meloetta if you really want to, but Meloetta kind of sucks. So just the baby Pecharunt, Brute Bonnet, Squawkabilly, Secret Box. You go first, hope they start something with like 100 or less HP, and then you win. That simple. It's so much fun. You know, back in my day, donk decks were better. So actually, I was going to say the donk deck doesn't survive rotation, but it technically does because we have Dangerous Laser. Like how you're going to find your Dangerous Laser turn one going first is a real hard of the cards moment, especially with, you know, you have to basically go Meowth EX for Carmine, hope you get Dangerous Laser because Mew EX is gone, Squawkabilly's gone. There's not a whole lot you can do, so it's not easy. All right, let's Fartazon. Go get the I should probably get the Munkidori. Okay, and then we'll Arven for a couple things. We're gonna get the Arven. Yarvin. All right, so let's get rid of Ultra Ball away, that and that. We don't need no stinking Night Stretcher. Where we're going, we don't need no stinking Night Stretchers. ISO Bandit, what do you mean? Where have I gone? You know that song, Where Have All the Good Men Gone? They wrote that about me after I left to get milk and I didn't come back. But it's not my fault. They were annoying, okay? So I think I win. Did I just win with a Gliscor deck against this? Because we have the Ting Lu, which is going to be just a game-winning card for us. Yeah, we got the Ting Lu. And then we go Adrenabrain. We put damage on the things that don't have abilities. And yeah, we just put it on the Solrock, I guess. And in this situation, I will Lilies. Last game for the week. I don't know what my schedule is going to be. To be completely honest, I don't know what my schedule is going to be. This is the last stream until probably the 27th at the earliest. And Clan Burglar, damn straight. I'm not going to save this for a YouTube video or anything. This is Twitch exclusive. You know, this is my Christmas gift to you. I already got that Among Us video somehow, which is going to go up on Christmas. But this is just testing. You know, I'm getting testy. Oh, this is great. We got Devolution. I got a Ting Lu waiting for me. We got Gliscor with the Poison Ring. It's like a nose ring, but in the butt. So yeah, the only real problem is going to be the Lopunny, but they keep giving me Pokemon with abilities. And also, this is hilarious. This is the funniest thing I've seen since I looked in the mirror. All right, let's get rid of that and that. Munkidori, I guess we just keep building up damage on these guys. And I will Arven again just to get things out of the deck. There's an Air Balloon, sure. So I thought we'd have to rely on Ting Lu at some point, because Ting Lu is a spread 30 to all of your opponent's Pokemon, but there has to be a stadium in play. And apparently, we don't have to worry about that. I thought Ting Lu was going to have to bail us out, but apparently this deck is just amazing. You know, oh, what's that? You can draw 1,000,000 cards a turn? I don't care. And they finally got an Air Balloon, but it's too late. You know, if it takes you until, what, turn 5? If it takes you until turn 5 to launch your first attack with a Golden Go deck against the Froslass deck, you've already lost. Don't even attempt it. You've already lost. I'm just going to literally counter-catcher their Genesect and win. And I'll even put a Perilous Jungle in play just to really stunt on them. Yeah, it's not so funny now, is it, Golden Go? This is revenge for Empoleon. You remember that Empoleon stream? This is revenge for what Golden Go did to Empoleon. Just a helpless little penguin, little Pingu. This is revenge. It is kind of weird that they're still here, though, right? Like, I mean, I know they're a PTCGL player, and PTCGL players are not well adjusted, but you'd think they would have left by now, right? Any sane person would not still be here. So let's go for another Gligar. Never mind. Never mind. And then we go, yeah, let's counter-catcher the Genesect. Ultra Ball away the Artisan and the Air Balloon, because I don't need those cards anymore. We just win at this point. Golden Go's the worst deck ever. Golden Go's just absolutely horrible. Let's Lily's Determination. I got Unfair Stamp now too. Oh, that's hilarious. I have to. No, but I have to, right? I have to. Press 1 if I have to. Press 1 if I have to stamp them right now. Shiver me timbers. Everyone's saying I gotta do it. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. They have to concede now. Those are the rules. And then this is an insane hand. Why can't we draw like this all the time? God, why this would be the perfect game for a YouTube video, but as soon as I devote an entire stream to Gliscor, everything's just gonna go terribly, terribly wrong. You know, to be fair, if they'd started Solrock instead, I think we would have lost. This was just, they happened to start the Baneri and get nothing. Do I win next turn? I think do I just win next turn with Ting Lu? Or no, I can't even Ting Lu. I'm doing so well that I can't even Ting Lu because they can't retreat. They have to find a Turo scenario, which they don't have. Yeah, they can't do anything. They couldn't do anything because they can't retreat the Genesect. So, and Gliscor should have been the MVP, or Budew should have been the MVP. All right, well, let's run it back, I guess, and face something that's not Golden Go and realize that this is actually really bad. Oh, and I lost the prediction game, right? Remind me, did I lose the prediction game? Yes, I did lose the prediction game, right? So that Golden Go, that was an example of everything going right. Like, I do try not to include games like that are like anomalies, that are anomalies, because that's just not, that's not real. That's not society. You're saying, yes, I did. Yes, I did lose, or yes, I did win. I'm pretty sure I lost. Oh, that Budew's not long for this world. That Budew is done. All right, so the good news is they don't know what they're facing, and even if I don't find a stadium, we're okay because we still just do. Are we about to daunt them? And Alfira Nova, thank you for the raid. I'm gonna daunt them for you. Do I have? Uh-oh, I don't know if I have an Earthen Vessel in the deck. Well, for you, I'm gonna find out. We do. We daunt them. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. And we won, unless we prized all of our fighting energy. And there you go. The Budew Badonk. The Budew Badonkadonk. Shout out. There, that was for you and all your viewers. So now they all have to follow me. Those are the rules. You know, I don't make them up. Everyone has to follow me now. So everyone who just came over from the raid, you have to follow because I donked a Budew and we beat a Dragapult deck, and that is great. It's always a good day. Hey, we just got 300 experience for that somehow. And we're at level 345. I'm probably going to reach level 400 by the time we get to rotation, right? Like probably even before that. Like way before that. Right? Yeah, they definitely rebalanced that ranked ladder. 400 point difference. Mad Panda, what do you mean? Monday and Tuesday is the regular schedule. And then I'm going to take like several days off. So yeah, like I said, I'll announce it on the Discord. I don't know when I'll be doing another stream. It could be as early as Saturday. It could be as late as January 2nd. So it's all like that George Clooney, Anna Kendrick movie that I always seem to reference. And yeah, my attempts at baiting Alfira Nova's audience did not work. But does anybody else have a great title for a YouTube video for the Among Us? So I won multiple games with the worst deck ever on PTCGL. Number 2 is I was bullied into playing the BDIF on PTCGL. Is there any other like clickbaity title that's technically true that, you know, would make sense? All right, well, there's I guess this is Cleffa, Snorunt, Nest Ball for Snorunt. Do I want to shut off their items? No, I think I'm kind of locked in. I think I'm kind of locked in here to this play, because this is a strong play, right? Having a 7-card hand, 8 when it's my turn. The Crispin is there just so you can power up a Munkidori and a Gliscor on the same turn. It's not really good, but it's there. 100. Hey, that's a good one. Yeah, both of those are actually really good. I can only choose 3, though. Yeah, I think Incineroaring, I think Shiitake is on the kind of took your idea and made it good. You know, yeah, I was paid to play this bad deck. I think 100 people paid me to play Or I could combine them. 100 people paid me to play the BDIF, this bad deck. And I made it to Ultra League. And I made it to Ultra League with it. Yeah, well, you do something like that. So if I combine your ideas, if I use polymerization on both of your ideas, oh, crap. And yeah, Texas, it was Among Us. All right, so they're probably going to have like Dusclops, which is really bad because guess what I don't have? Good cards. And you gotta give them the Zay Flowers. Flamburglar will understand that reference. All right, so I just need to get as many basics on the field as possible at this point. Because they're about to do things that I don't like. All right, so we got to go Arven for Buddy-Buddy Poffin and Air Balloon. Okay, and let's go. Oh, cool. We have not everything that we need. So let's go TM Evolution. Yeah, this is weird, but I think I do this. I think I still go TM Evolution, double Froslass. Just because it hurts my Munkidori. Maybe it helps out. I don't know. Ooh, that's pretty good. I mean, I won't use it, but it's good. I'll write it down. Was the BDIF Among Us all the time? But the thing is, YouTube only lets you choose between 3 different titles and 3 different thumbnails, but I'll probably just use 1 thumbnail. So it has to be like the 3 best. And yeah, I like the 100 people paid me to play this. I was bullied into playing the BDIF, something like that. Among Us is a fun... No, Texas War Gamer, you have to understand that's too advanced for the YouTube audience. They wouldn't understand it. So I appreciate the pun there, but unfortunately the YouTube audience, it would go over their heads. They wouldn't understand it. And if they don't understand it, they'll get mad and then they won't want to watch the video. So unfortunately, I can't... What? Did they just fail? You got to go for the Frost. They went for the Monkey? Do you not play this deck at 3 a.m.? Well, that doesn't get them... That's not clickbaity enough. Right? They'll just be like, oh, you telling me not to play this? Well, then I won't watch this either. No, okay, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. There's an Iono. Okay. Well, isn't it like the Pokeball? So 100 people pay me to play with my giant Pokeball or something? Yeah, do not play this deck at 3 a.m. Do not feed this after midnight. I think they realized that the key to winning this game is just using Dusknoir. I think they've realized the key to the game here is just using Dusknoir the entire game and a couple Charizard. But did they prize all their energy or something? Because they only accelerated a single energy. And Shiitake, because I bring out the best in people. I bring out the best in people. Oh, they had to put a Tatsugiri down. That's not good. So, and they wasted a Jet Energy. Are we about to go 2-0 with Gliscor? If I didn't prize the 3rd Snorunt, I think 100%. But I do also have the Ting-Lu. And the Ting-Lu makes things hilarious. Oh, yeah, we're just going 100% Ting-Lu here. Because we'll get rid of their town store. I believe I prized De-Evolution as well. Oh, that's unfortunate. I believe I prized De-Evolution. Oh, no, it was in the hand. And Shiitake, thank you. May all of your years be good. Okay, so let's go Unfair Stamp. Wait, does Unfair Stamp do it this turn because I took a knockout? Pokeballs to the walls. Again, too intelligent. You got to dumb it down for them. You can't make them brain hurty. Brain hurty no good. Okay, that one's good. The hell's my Pokeball? I think YouTube might flag that one though. All right, so let's go Ground Crasher because we're actually knocking out the Tatsugiri. And Kelsey, thank you for joining Shiitake in the sub train. So the Tatsugiri gets knocked out. They can't find a supporter. I'm seriously going to be 2-0 with Gliscor. I'm starting to think I should have made a Gliscor video too. But again, this is mostly just Froslass Tinglu. You know, the Gliscor was just funny against Genesect. And also, this is just expert level gameplay. But again, when's the last time I faced a Charizard deck that didn't get a Pidgeot like right away? Oh, this is great. Okay, so we're going to play Ambipom. Ambipom has to be bad. Right? There's no way Ambipom can be good. And also, I think they prized all their energy or something. Because there's no way that they should have done the thing for 1 energy. Okay, so Ambipom has to be bad. Purple. Like the purple card glitch. Oh, okay. I was like, am I about to ban a whole bunch of people? No, it's a raid from Seto. Thank you, Seto, for the raid. I thought I was about to have to ban. I tuned out for a second. I'm like, am I gonna have to ban a bunch of people? But no, it was my favorite viewer. It was my favorite viewer. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for the raid, Seto. Hopefully you were wearing a maid costume today or something. And Rocksteady, clearly a Billy Madison fan. You were not? Then I'm not going to watch the VOD. Yeah, what do you think? I'm not going to watch the VOD then. I was going to watch the VOD, but you've talked me out of it. But thank you for the raid, Seto. I hope you have many, many gifts under the tree. And 5... Okay, well, unfortunately, I think you just gave them to people who don't watch the channel. But I get the money. So I get the money. The people watching just don't get the benefits. And also, there's probably the discount. Yeah, the discount is great. I hate how it's random, right? I hate how it's random and it like doesn't give it to people who deserve them. But I appreciate the money all the same, Seto. So Fatalis, Aviation Dude, Bamboozling Cat, OMG White, and Suka Uchi, thank you. But hey, Suka Uchi is usually here. Seriously? Actually, I don't even know if there's a... Oh, there's a TM Evolution. All right, so we go that guy there, and we get probably... Yeah, let's just go triple Snorunt. What? And Shivery Chills, damn straight. And also, we're on a level 3 hype train. Kind of weird that they conceded when I'm playing an Ambipom deck and they have a good chance to beat that. Budew likes to live near clear ponds. So great that they're spending their time on that. You know, telling us that Budew likes to live near clear ponds. Thank you. I don't know what we would do if we didn't have a game that was so well put together. We'd all have lost our minds by now. Yeah, Seto, you're at 143 gifted. How does that make you feel? You know, do you feel like you've wasted your life, or do you know what that money's going towards, and that makes you happy? All right, I'll take the Budew. This will not be our first donk deck. I'm gonna hide it. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. And Quanit, thank you. That's $700, damn straight. This is a terrible starting hand. But Quanit, thank you for keeping the sub train rolling. Not a single viewer. Again, Twitch's random, like Incineroaring is right there. Texas Wargamer's right there. We got all those new people from Seto's stream from the raid. Not a single one got it, but it was Loisaga, Super Saiyan J, G-Man, Max, Garciel, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal Furry. They do realize that all of their dudes have abilities, right? Oh, Zexal? Okay, good. You know who Zexal is. Good. I'm gonna XZ summon my mechanical whatever. My Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I'm gonna XZ summon that. Is that Zexal or was that the Dual Academy one? All right, so we are in slight amounts of trouble right now. How do I win this game? I don't even know how I win this game. All right, let's go Snorunt, Apom. Do I have triple Froslass? We have triple Froslass, but I don't have what I need. I need to get a monkey. Well, I also need an energy. Yes, that's good, but I also did need an energy. All right, so we'll shut off their items. And Myrtle, see, Myrtle's here too, making everyone uncomfortable. And they didn't even get a sub. All right, so I'm going to go up with the Apom. I think I waste the Nest Ball, probably Lilies. Like, this has to be a very, very big turn for us. Because I have to get triple Froslass, Ambipom, and Energy. And I don't give a Kachuk. Thank you. That's a great name. Clearly, you're, hopefully you're, wait, what's the, hopefully you're a Keith fan and not a Matthew fan. But I think I have it set at 50 bits. It gets you TTS. So 20 is not going to do it. Yeah, Brady, I'll accept. Keith, yes. Matthew, no. Never Matthew. Matthew's the worst. Okay, good, good. I will allow it. This is a good turn of events, okay. Now, as long as we get the Ambipom, everything will be fine. We also need 3 Froslass. Ambipom and 3 Froslass. We did not get Ambipom and 3 Froslass. But we did get a Buffalo. Actually, I guess I bring this guy up. I know it lets them draw cards, but I think I have to do it. And then we go dual tail, have to, yep, that's fine. 1, 2. So I desperately needed triple Froslass that turn. We didn't get any Froslass. But Quanit, I don't even think you typed in chat. You just sort of gifted. So that's another great thing. Yeah, just, it's a Christmas miracle. And we're about to lose a Snorunt because I couldn't do anything. And they just got all the bravery charms on the monkeys. Yeah, we can't win this one. These are the types of games I was expecting today. Just facing off against Kangaskhan and losing horribly. Though I guess if this was Gliscor, what? I'd be doing like 40 damage and poison and they can't retreat, but they'd probably have like Penny or something. And you said for the win, there's only one. So he made a 1. One Mega Kangaskhan, 27 mulligans. There better be a hand trimmer in that deck, and not a foot trimmer. Hey, we just had a level 4 hype train. It's been a long time since we've done that. So thank you, Seto. Thank you, Quanit. Thank you, everybody, for the level 4 hype train. That's pretty. See, yeah, there's the penny. Let's just. We know we're not going to win this one. It's just going to take a long time to lose. So I'll concede. I'll save everybody the time. And I don't give a Kachuk. Thank you. There we go. There's the see. You got to see the Snorlax gif. And Myrtle, thank you for the gifted. Wait, who's that? So yeah, we'll do the Risky Ruins build. And then the last stream of the game, I will play Among Us one more time. We'll start a prediction for that game with the Froslass Among Us. So for the final stream before Christmas, or for the final game before Christmas. And Grebulon with 1 bit. Yeah, you show up in chat. You don't show up on the big screen. You gotta, it's 50 or more. See, Sucky understands. Wait, why didn't it pop up? Oh, because you paid for an on-screen thing. So that's what is that again? I don't even know what that is. That's just like an on-screen thing that appears, like something walks across the screen. I think I don't really like it, but Twitch introduces all these things like, hey, how can we trick people into giving us more money? All right, well, let's go for double Toxel, I guess. And a Sneezy Boy, and that, and that. Great. End turn. Yeah, I think if it's, you got it, it's like slash bits 100 or something to give them. Yeah, like what is that? Why are people, what is happening? What is happening right now that people are given so many bits? Kachuk, you've started a revolution. But I'm not seeing it on screen, so oh wait, did I? No, I didn't get rid of the alerts. You're not giving me bits, you're doing something on Twitch which won't appear in a YouTube video if I make a YouTube video. Because it doesn't appear on the recording. It's yeah, it's like some like hype thing. So thank you. I can actually knock that out. If I get one more Toxtricity, I can knock out the stupid Wellspring Master Ogerpon. If I don't, we lose the game. If I don't knock out the Wellspring Master Ogerpon, we just lose the game. And I think this would have been like a free win if I was playing Gliscor or something. Okay, okay. That's a Psyduck. That's not good. And yeah, see, like I can see the horses and stuff on the Twitch side of things, but I can't see them elsewhere. All right, let's go. Silver Surfer, get an energy out of the deck. Let's call for family. I guess I go get a Sneasel. Yes, I can see the horses. We get a Sneasel and I think a Fez. I could have grabbed the Shaman, but it would have been a real Shaman if I did that. I want them to just knock out the Toxel. Right? We just want them to knock out the Toxel and be done with it. Dumbest $5? You mean best $5? Wait, how is it $5? You've only spent 150 bucks. That should be $1.50, right? Unless the Canadian exchange rate is so bad. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I just saw some horses on screen and that I don't know why. Oh, re-up, right, because that's how they get you. It's like how, you know, they'll sell you a Netflix gift card for $50, but a 3-month subscription is like $45. All right, so are they just getting ready to Wellspring Master, or are they going to use Fan Rotom? Because this is a terrible matchup for us, though. Like, every matchup is a terrible matchup for Weavile. Weavile is just horrible. This card is not good. Like, Gliscor was funny. Ambipom is not good. Okay, interesting. I guess they just want me to take the knockout then? Okay, that's fine. I'll do that. I got a Sinister Surge in my pants. All right, so let's go. That there. Retreat. Hit him with the claw. But yeah, we have to lose our Binding Mochi, which is really bad. And they're going to be able to Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, which is triply bad. Nick, we celebrated a month early, just like Thanksgiving. Wow, why is everyone betting on Among Us winning? We're not going to win. I'm playing it in ranked. Like, I guess if we hit gold and go or something, we have a chance. Do you really believe in Among Us that much? You know, you could have bet like 10 against me and gotten a lot of stuff. But you're just like, yeah, I could have grabbed a Shaman. Maybe I should have, because they got the stupid Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. But in order to get the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon powered up every single turn, it's not the easiest thing in the world. Right? They have to waste their Zard to do it. They have to find a water energy, and then they have to shuffle in all the energy. But this is the reason why I say that Weavile isn't very good, is unless I put a Mochi or a Brave Bangle on it, it can't knock out Wellspring Mask Ogerpon or Pheasantipity or Teal Mask Ogerpon or just anything good. My, is that a Mega Charizard I see? Yes, what nice feet you have there, Mega Charizard. It would be a shame if something happened to them and they disappeared somewhere. We wouldn't want that now, would we? All right, so kind of weird that they went for the Megazard, right? Well, I mean, they haven't played a supporter, so I guess maybe they're going to try to knock out the Fez? But they can do that with regular Zard. Okay. All right, I don't think I've played a supporter yet this game, have I? Oh my god, the stupid precious trolley. What use are you? You're useless. You serve no purpose. You've done nothing for me. Actually, the Pecharunt can maybe do something. Not really. I mean, we'll have Fez. I guess no, because Earthen Vessel doesn't help because that would take energy out of the deck. But I think I have to thin the deck because I need to Fez for some cards. Wow, this has been like a 5-minute turn, and they cap it off with the Lilies. Could you imagine if I was playing Froslass? That's just 6 free prizes right there. Okay, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. They forwent the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon for whatever reason. I don't know why. That's kind of weird. They also put a Megazard into play. They must think that I have like Mega Gengar or something then, right? They must assume that this is a good deck and not realize this is just a Weavile deck, and Weavile is trash, dealing 190 damage, which is not enough for anything to get knocked out except like a Mew, but you'd knock out Mew through weakness anyway. I can knock out the Mew with Cut and a Binding Mochi. What the hell? What the hell? Why the, what? What? Oh, right, I gotta write that down. Okay, so Mega Charizard. Yeah, we'll go Glass Trumpet plus Terapagos EX plus Power Glass or something. I don't know. So I'm still thinking about revisiting all the megas and doing that. Oi, we got a heavy Scottish accent, do we? Oi, what's your finger doing in there? Don't get that out of there. Risky Ruins, baby. All right, so I guess we get frisky in the Risky Ruins. They'll probably just ditch the Noctowl. Oh, what are you doing, donkey? Oh, you gotta take these damage counters, donkey. I can't even remember what the name of Froslass's ability is, donkey. All right, well, let's flip of the script. Okay, don't be gross. Don't be vulgar. Don't be gross. Okay, that didn't work. Fantastic. let's go trolley for Yveltal. And yeah. And then we go 1 to the Yveltal, retreat. I mean, if this deck was good, I could stall them out for several turns, but it's not. If this deck was good, I could stall them out for several turns, but it's not. All right, let's get rid of that and that. Oh, hello. We go for a Toxtricity. Okay. Oh, Clam Burglar. Why must we suffer you? And I didn't even get to use my entire strategy. The whole strategy is that you play the Water Sneasel, and then you have Risky Ruins down, so it gets damaged by Risky Ruins, and then you only need 1 Toxtricity. So you don't have to rely on 2 Toxtricity, but you never get the Risky Ruins when you need it. That is just like the rule, like you can't see it on this card, but the unwritten rule of Risky Ruins is that you never see it when you want it. You never get it turn 1. It's just not going to happen. Thank you. It's my one a year where people are actually impressed by my prowess. But then, you know, when you pair it with a card this bad, it's kind of hard to get kudos for that. It's like, you know, yeah, this is a playable card. You know, I came up with a cool combo, but when I pair it with Weavile, it's not that interesting, is it? Anytime you want to, are we going to win this because they timed out or something? Because they only have to get rid of 1 energy to knock. Oh, they're still here. Okay, they're still here. Unfortunately, they've played for 9 minutes. Yeah, I was going to say, they've played for 9 minutes and have taken 1 prize. And, like, they're playing a deck that doesn't require, like, guardy levels of interaction. But okay. I am surprised they kept the Noctowl on the field, though, right? Like, that's a bit weird. Because the reason you ditched... They only have 5 cards left. They only have 5 cards left. So if I just bring up the Fez and clutch it a couple times, what are they going to do? So if I can just clutch the Fez for game, I think I win. Right? Unless they... I still think we're fine. Yeah, apparently we're playing a mill deck. Hey, don't tempt me, Clam Burglar. I'll do it. I'll do it. Well, how did we get nothing? I mean, this is PTCGL, so I shouldn't be surprised. All right, so Binding Mochi, Nest Ball. Because I can't do the thing. Great. So let's go Nest Ball, Heteron TX, Binding Mochi, Toxtricity. And we've officially run out of resources. We have officially run out of things to do. Great deck. I'm so happy that this deck requires so much work to do nothing of consequence. All right, well, I need to get a couple super rods here or something, or maybe they'll take the bait and go for a Fez or the Pecharunt, but it's like, if they do that, then they're just 1 gust away from winning, and I'm not. So that's bad. Man, yeah, I would assume, yeah, I think instead of a closet guardy player, I think they're a recovering guardy player. Because, you know, you shouldn't need to think about your actions, right? I know I never do. You know, you just got to go on vibes, right? You just play cards. If a card... Wait, what? It's almost like they know that I got nothing. It's almost like they know that I got nothing going on in this deck. All right, well... You would assume they have an Iono in there somewhere. Okay, that's a Lillie's. We have to play that. Can I get some super rods or something? No. That would be too useful. Can I please get a super rod or something? Thank you. Okay, so that's a Frisky Ruins. And then we go super rod. I have to put back in Yveltal 2 energy. So do I try to, you know, bait them here? I think that's what I do. Right? We go... Okay, how do I do this? We put Yveltal down. Do I have like another super rod? We have another super rod. Okay, so that's part of the plan. And we get rid of these things. Get that. Okay, we're gonna try to find out and see if they're oh, I can't. I can't do the thing. Okay, so let's yeah, we'll put an energy there. Oh no, I can patch run into Yveltal. Okay, right, I can't. I forgot. I was just, you know, my brain works slower than other people's brains. It's a Canadian thing. Don't worry about it. I was just thinking, oh, I can't subjugate Patcharunt, but I can subjugate Yveltal and then go into Patcharunt. And wow, PTCGL handled that pretty well. The game didn't break when I did that, and I did that all pretty quickly. I am slightly impressed. What the hell are those draws? All right, you know, maybe I shouldn't have taken the knockout because that puts more energy in the discard pile, and if they have a super rod, then... Oh, they've already played a super rod. They've played a trumpet. Interesting. Okay, so they did take the bait. That's good. Oh, I thought they had 3 prizes left. Wait, did they use Briar or something and I wasn't paying attention? Oh, they played Briar. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, like, did they play Briar? Yeah, they played Briar. Of course they played Briar. I had it all figured out. We're gonna laugh. So yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I was thinking as I did it, hey, I probably shouldn't have done that. But it ended up biting me in the butt in a different way, and not the fun way that I usually pay extra for. All right, if this is... Please let this be like Mega Absol something. Please let this be Mega Absol. Crap. If this is Mega Absol or Terrazard or Garchomp. Garchomp would also do it. Yeah, there's a Foongus. Oh my god, we started the Fennel. Imagine if I'd put a good supporter in the deck instead of Fennel. Imagine where we'd be if I'd done that. Okay, see, they don't know, watch it, they saw the Froslass, but maybe they don't think this is a Froslass deck because they see the Foongus. And this is the prediction game. Okay, that's a Fan Rotom, that's bad. They probably are playing a Wellspring Mask Ogerpon deck, which is terrible for us. Because I don't think I have the thingy things. Because you can't really play Shaman and Psyduck in a Froslass deck. That's just a recipe for disaster. They're going to go get the Wellspring Mask, and then we lose. Ooh, it's a Terapagos. Okay. Wait, is this Terrazard again? Wait, is this Terrazard? This might be Terrazard again. Oh, it's Hydreigon. That's so much worse. But Hydreigon is weak to grass. Okay, we have a chancey here. Hydreigon is weak to grass. I think I have to go Foongus Cleffa. And then I have to do that. We have to do this. Hope for a couple more Snorunt. We got a couple Snorunt. That's a terrible hand. Yeah, we go double Snorunt. All right, so hopefully they will take the bait here, I guess, and we'll do that. Do I want to play with my rod? I could play with my rod, but I think, you know, we have Lucian for next turn. We might survive. Oh, God, why is Fennel here again? So, De-Evolution is both a good card in this situation and a bad card. Because if they rare candy into Pidgeot, then rare candy into Hydreigon, then I can devolve them, but it also devolves the Noctowl, which is really bad. So I don't know what to do. Whatever I do, it's probably going to be the wrong thing. But if I can keep them asleep long enough, I think we'll win. Right, because the Pidgeot has an ability, the Noctowl has an ability, the Fan Rotom has an ability. I hit Hydreigon for weakness. They're going all in this turn. So we can maybe get there. It's just the issue is that I think I have to wait on the De-Evolution until they get the Hydreigon. Oh my God. Okay, chill, bro. They're definitely prepped for a Neo Upper next turn, but maybe they get a little greedy and they go for the Hydreigon this turn, and we can maybe devolve them. Please? Please devolve in Lucian? Though, I mean, putting the Noctowl to sleep isn't dumb either. Or are they just gonna wait? Because they could maybe get a Fan Rotom attack this turn. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. There's another Foongus. I don't think I put that one into play, even though we're gonna lose regardless. All right, so they have Pidgeot. Me heads, them tails. Ooh. This deck won an online tournament. Oh, right, I remember that. And we gave them 6. All right, that's bad. But let's go Munkidori, Flute. Go get Amoonguss EX. And we just got to put their dude to sleep and hope for the best. Because we can still one-shot a Hydreigon. Right? Hydreigon cannot one-shot an Amoonguss. I can one-shot a Hydreigon. Damn it, they woke up. And if I win this game, everyone has to donate 100 bits. That's the deal. That's the deal we made. That was part of the contract. You should have read the terms and conditions. If I win this game, everyone has to donate 100 bucks. Well, did you read the terms and conditions? Because it was hidden in there. And Nick, thank you. I mean, we're gonna lose, so your bits are fine. And Goofy Goofball, you donate your time. Yeah, but you're a PTCGL viewer. Your time is worthless. I'm a PTCGL player. My time is worthless. You know, if you're here, you know, there's just no point. Okay, so they realize that they just have it at this point. They're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go for Neo Upper. They don't currently have a retreat card though. They need an Air Balloon. If they don't get an Air Balloon, we can win. Because the whole strat of their deck is to just, what is it, Obsidian? I mean, they could go for a Butthead, but I don't know if they'll do that. Unless they don't got it. Because they could just attach, go for a Butthead. They are going for a Butthead. Okay, as long as they don't mill good cards, we're going to be fine. They milled, like, our 3 best cards. As long as they don't mill anything good, we'll be fine. And they couldn't have gotten rid of Fennel. You know, out of all the cards in my deck, you couldn't have milled Fennel. Yeah, every time with Fennel. Every time. Why? Why do you exist? Actually, do I do the de-evolution this turn? Nah, we'll go for Champignon Swing. We're guaranteed to flip heads. Oh my god, we actually flipped heads. Oh my god, we just took a one-shot. And Turok, thank you. We just, thanks to your presence, we just one-shot a Hydreigon. Yeah, where's Chlamydia when you need them? So, yeah, we have Fennel. I've had Fennel in, I think, every single hand. All right, then I just, what, Iono? Or something? Because, I mean, we have Champignon Swing again. Turok, I didn't become a streamer to learn. Okay? I didn't become a streamer to learn things. So, press 1 for Lucian, press 2 for Iono. Because I'm going to have to do one. I'm not using Lilies because I could get Fennel back. So press 1 for Lucian, press 2 for Iono, press 3 for Fennel. Press 3 for Fennel. All right, who are they going into? They're sacrificing their Rotom, or they're taking the knockout with the Rotom. Uh-oh. This changes things slightly. Well, we can't use Fennel anymore because they're taking the knockout with Fan Rotom. That's bad. Because they just landed their ass on me. Okay, so... like, if they're down 2 rare candy. There's a Rod. Okay, Super Rod's good. So let's go Grass. Oh, I need energy. Yeah, we need to put more energy in the deck. So there's a Foongus. Let's do that. Lucian is the funny one. You know, it's not very attractive, but it's funny. It makes what it lacks in looks, it makes up for in funny. Okay, just give me 2 Froslass and an Among Us. That's okay, we got 6. We still don't have a Froslass though. And they got 6 as well. Crap. All right, well, let's just fill everything up. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna get it, so we just have to put them to sleep. That's all we got to do. Got to put them to sleep. Yeah, all my coin flipping skills. I am the dev of this game, apparently. Yes. Okay, we have a chance. We have a chance to win the game. And wait, why does do you notice the hollow pattern on the rare candy moves when I take the mouse off? That's weird. It doesn't do that on anything else. Why does it do that on the rare candy? And Jesse, hey, I'm Jesse's girl. You can call me Jesse's girl. I'm going to win this one. All I have to do is find some Froslass. That's it. I can win this game if I find Froslass. It's the compression. That's how the hollow... yeah, shouted. I prefer Incineroar's explanation. It's the compression. Yeah, the cards in PTCGL, they used to be 480p. Now they're like 520p on me, please. I'll pay extra. I thought you were over questioning. I would never do that. But I just need a Froslass. That's it. Just give me a Froslass. Give me 3 Froslass. It's not asking much. I haven't seen a single Froslass this game that's been playable. And also, we're very low on supporters. So, what's the strat next turn? Do I attach the grass to Foongus? Like, obviously, I have to Iono. If they stay asleep, do I go into Cleffa? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, maybe if they stay asleep, I go into Cleffa. Ooh, I think I have to go into Cleffa and just Heart of the Cards it. So, that's what I'll do. Ooh, there's a Legacy Energy. That's completely useless. Thank you. There's the Legacy Energy. That's completely useless. All right, so we're going to give ourselves the option of Cleffa-ing here. Depending on how this hand turns out, there's 1 Froslass. Okay. And then I think I go Earthen Vessel away the Poffin. We're just trying to thin the deck. We don't actually need the energy, so I think what I do is I do the thing. There's an Amoonguss. And I will take the energy just in case. So let's go into you. We're going to retreat. I know I'm taking a chance, but like the 30 damage doesn't really help that much. The The Fennel again. Why is it always the Fennel? And they stayed asleep. This is amazing. This is hilarious. The one time I put Fennel in a deck, it shows up in every single hand. So yeah, clearly they didn't face an Among Us deck. You know, they could have faced an Among Us deck. So this won a Limitless tournament. The deck that we are facing won a Limitless tournament. Clearly they never faced Among Us, and they never faced the original, the OG, the winner of the first 2 PTCGL major tournaments. And back in the day, you would not believe how many PTCGO players entered the tournaments. Like half of the players were PTCGO players, and you'd be like, I sent you a battle request. Why aren't you accepting it? And they'd be like, I don't see it anywhere. I'm like, and then I'd be like, oh, are you playing PTCGO? And like, yeah. And I'm like, you're not playing TCG Live? What's TCG Live? And it's like, that was the experience for most of us. All right, so yeah. There's another Among Us. We don't have anything worth getting. I mean, we have a Munkidori. All right, so that's going to go there. I have to Lilies. The Devolution, it's not quite time for Devolution. Where the hell are all the freaking Froslass? Can we get some freaking Froslass in here, please? All right, so there's a Switch, there's a Night Stretcher. I think I just retreat and don't take the knockout. Right? I retreat. I don't take the KO. And Seto, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the gifted subs. Quanted, again, thank you for the gifted subs. Myrtle, I know you only did it to be creepy, but thank you for the sub. Kachuk, thank you for the bits. But Seto, thank you again. Enjoy it. Hopefully you get whatever the opposite of socks are, because everyone gets socks at Christmas. Hopefully you get the opposite of that. So yeah, you're probably wondering, why didn't you take the knockout? Because if I take the knockout, yeah, that would be, you'd be so lucky. You know, you have to gift 1,000 subs to get to that point. See-through socks. I think they gave up on life. No, they're still here. Okay. But yeah, the reason I didn't take the knockout is just in case they had like a Pheasantipity or something. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. All right, so I believe at this point a de-evolution wins the game. Or just going for the knockout on the High Dragon. Going for the knockout on the High Dragon, we could do that too. Because I assume they have a Neo Upper energy, right? Like it has to be Neo Upper. Let me check the list on Limitless. So completed. Where is it? It must be this one. Was it Sunny's Weekly that it won? No, it's not Sunny's Weekly. Was it Stormy Daniels? No, it was not that. Oh, that's a TCG Pocket one. Was it Pumpkin Weekly? It was Pumpkin Weekly. And yes, it is Neo Upper Energy. And yeah, I was looking at it, they attached it. Okay. So they win the game next turn, but not if I win the game this turn. Huh? Okay, so we go Night Stretcher for Froslass. And ironically, this is when Fennel would make sense. Ironically, this is the one time Fennel would actually help us. And we're not going to get Fennel. All right, so I have to attach that there. Let's go de-evolution on you, and then Lucian. So we're flipping a coin. I got, oh crap. So I actually think that not using de-evolution is the correct play here, right? But is putting the, like, I have to flip a coin regardless. So I think I just go for Champignon Swing. Okay, chill, bro. Like, why is my timer counting down when they have 5 more minutes on me? And the timer's getting mad at me. They play for 5 more minutes. So, I mean, no matter what, I have to flip a coin. And they could just get their final rare candy and win. Yeah, I can't use the Devolution. It has to be Champignon Swing. If we flip heads, we win. Of course, we didn't flip heads. So I needed to flip a coin, so I could have put them to sleep and flipped that way, but I wanted to go for Champignon Swing, so of course it didn't work the turn we needed it to do the thing. And, you know, again, Fennel would have won us this game. The one time we don't see Fennel in our hand is the one time Fennel would have won us the game, because it would have protected the Amoonguss from getting knocked out. And then we would have just won the following turn. So we see Fennel every single hand that game. And then the one time it would have worked, Fennel's nowhere to be found. This game is great. They masterfully bait me the entire time. All right, we'll raid Trick Roar. So yeah, again, I don't know. Yeah, we never found a Froslass either. Actually, no, we'll raid Impact Gaming Center. We've raided them before. They're doing IRL play. You know, they have to smell each other. That's bad enough. So we'll raid them as an apology for the smelling part. So thank you everyone again for the gift of subs, Quan and Seto. Everybody for the butts. If we'd found a Froslass, we would have won. If we'd flipped heads, we would have won. If they hadn't had everything, maybe I should have believed in the heart of the cards that them prizing their final rare candy, but that's never going to happen. I will see you all at some point. I will announce it on the Discord when I make my comeback, but make sure you comment and like. So as soon as the Among Us video goes live on Christmas, I'll probably schedule it for like 7 a.m. Pacific or something, or really early. Make sure you like, comment, and comment again. Don't double like it, because that dislikes it. But just make sure you like and comment so it gets pushed to as many people as possible and they think that I'm the greatest player ever.